Look, you see it? Okay, yeah, you in there. You in there.
It's so vibrant. Like, oh. You know what I'm saying? It's just so vibrant and calm. I like it.
Good, I just set the room.
Right. Go, girl.
Glad to hear.
One thing can't go do is set a scene.
One thing I'm gonna do is set the room,
She
baby.
gonna
We
set the
getting
room.
peace, we getting healing, you gonna feel serene.
Yeah.
Feel like my house, huh?
Oh.
Everybody don't get that privilege.
They gonna think that I'm selling something.
Not. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's up? It's your girl K Marie, and welcome to the Women's Roundtable of the 2020 podcast LLC. Please say the LLC every single time. Woo! I'm excited. I'm excited about what's to come. How y'all feeling?
Good.
Good. All Gucci. Wonderful. You want to go around and introduce yourself? Like I said, I'm K Marie.
Start over here.
Yeah.
Takian.
Kirsten. I'm Nene.
I'm Tracy.
All right. And we might have a couple more guests to join us. Don't worry about it. You know, if we multiply, you're welcome. So I decided to do an icebreaker today. So I did a little card pull, if you will, just the oracle card, nothing, nothing crazy. And so y'all want me to go? Y'all want me to pull mine over first? Or you want? Well, the bottom of the deck will speak up. So I guess we're gonna talk about some things today. And we have our wonderful jar that we have been using since last night. And boy, it has some things in it. Now, brunch was fun, guys. Brunch was real fun, but ooh, y'all don't even know what's left in there. So that's crazy. So mine says rage and Medusa. I actually literally have this in the poem right now. And yeah, it just really and in the poem I'm just saying there's no resemblance, there's no coincidence to my resemblance to her. I call this the reckoning. I call this the wreaking of the havoc. Like it's you know what I mean. I low key want to read it, but not because it's not finished. It's in editing. So yeah. So that's what mine. Boom. That's what mine say. What you got? Oh, you got two.
Yeah. It said, oh shoot, seasons and grief.
Now here's the thing. Seasons and grief together, it just means in everything that you do, you have to grieve something.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to let something go. So even if you're like losing a friendship, maybe somebody that was close to you for a long time, and you're separating yourself from them, you're dismissing that, or maybe you're dismissing the job, you have to grieve that, or maybe there was this idea that you had of your life looking like this before this happened, and you have to let go of that notion and just accept what is, and walk forward from that. So maybe
I can definitely.
when you start looking back into your brain, I know I hit a nerve when you
I can
start.
see that.
All the whites of her eyes was out. So, so it's just seasons. So just keep going. And when you have to let things go, I encourage you to let those things go and keep trucking. Hold on to the things that matter. I encourage that. Okay, I ain't gonna look in your eyes no more. They people eyes start watering. I was like, oh no. I ain't mean to do that. No, you good. What you got, Kay?
Resistance.
Ooh,
Oh, resistance.
ooh.
Hmm.
You fighting the grain?
A little
You
bit.
fighting what you supposed to be doing? Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
thinking that. I was like, you got,
Yeah.
you tussling with something. That's
you supposed to do X, Y, and Z, and here you are, double dutching it. Yeah, nah, go on, jump on in. Yeah, this just the confirmation for it. That's all. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, wasn't it you last night in the corner? I'm 31. I do what I want now. Wasn't that you?
That was me.
Wasn't that you?
That was me.
Yeah, it's time. Here we are. Let's go, Nay. Chef
Do what I
Nay,
want.
chef in charge. Okay.
Intuition.
Trust it.
Got it.
That's
less.
it. Trust it.
Say
So many
less.
times we question ourselves on things that we know that we know that we know that we know that we know. All five senses tapped in, and sixth sense for those that if you know, you know.
Hey,
But
I saw what you
you
did
know what I
there.
mean.
That's funny.
So there's
Because I
that.
literally went through something that was like a confirmation cleanse.
Yep,
Yeah.
you right in the camera. If you gonna go by, go by. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you. Ain't no way around it. You hear me? It's all good. Yeah, you in there? Okay, you in there? All right, let's go. Let's go.
So I have manifestation.
Ooh, you speaking? Just pull that mic to you. Yeah, one more time.
Manifestation.
Are you believing the things that you speak? Are you believing that you have the power to speak the things that you desire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you walking in that authentically?
I am.
Your heart jump.
I am. I think I manifested this panel right here.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me
think
more
I
about
did.
that.
I guess for me, like I have been just kind of a loner a little bit, and I have been kind of asking to, can I pull my tribe in, So maybe this is, the start of something like that.
Yeah. Okay, tribe. We always look us women.
Yeah.
We need to find more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like-minded women, so that we
Yeah.
can have times like this. I was hoping Sade was going to be able to make it today, but she not y'all. But we were talking so many nights about doing like a sister circle, because I'm all about the healing, and that's why I needed to know what we were dealing with before we got into the conversation. To know how you about to answer these questions, no, okay, I need to challenge you because you in your season. I know you need to let something go. Okay, what is it? We diving in. Don't get nervous like that. Your heart in your neck.
Like, let's
I'm not gonna make you incriminate yourself.
Right.
Woo.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
It's definitely been a season
Yeah.
for me. Definitely. I did lose a job or like transition. Like I'm still in the same profession, but it was just the way things were handled that upset me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm the type of individual, I don't like my time to be wasted or feel like that I'm not appreciated too on top of it for what I do. Because what I do, it comes out of a place of love, especially when you're an educator. If you know that is your purpose in the area that you're supposed to be in, everything you do it out of love.
Right.
And then for someone in authority to say, well, I feel like what you're like, I see what you're doing, but it's not enough for me. And so, yeah, that hurt. And it got to the point in which I basically put myself on the back burner um for that job, and I lost myself for like 2 years. I lost myself in it, and it had got to the point in which I was like, I just really just need to get back to me. Like I need to put myself first. But it was just that whole month of May was like terrible. And so I'm trying, like I'm learn how to let it go, even though I did find another place of employment and everything, like, which is not hard for me, but it was still just the way everything just kind of went about. It was just, to me, unprofessional, and it just didn't sit right with me.
You felt like you were handled, like the way that it
Mishandled.
happened. Thank you. Like mishandled, just
Yeah,
that's
just not
right.
appreciated. It's like, you didn't appreciate what, we did, because
Right.
it was a lot of people that were there that sacrificed not only time but money,
Right.
in order to make sure things were successful for that place of establishment to continue to go. And then for you to come in and then for you to come in and be like, I only appreciate these certain people because
Oh my
quote
God.
unquote they're my favorites. Then it's like, okay, well, let me go where I feel like I'm appreciated.
Got you.
I'm sorry. I can relate to you with the job thing because I'm going through that same thing right now on the job that I'm on. I just celebrated 5 years in June, and I'm one of the oldest people there. So we have like younger people. It's the same thing. I put my all, like when I do something, I do it with excellence. You know what I mean? Like I put my all into it, and he knows I come home and complain about everything that goes on. But you still have, like you said, people that have favorites. This is your friend. You know, you hang out with this person after work, and they're the ones getting promoted, getting raises, what have you. And it just got to a point for me that I was kind of just thinking, you know what, maybe my time is up there and it's time for me to move on to something better. And maybe sometime God is telling you, well, I think he's kind of telling you or showing you by letting things like that happen. Because if it doesn't happen, you will continue to go back to work, go back to work, go back to work. But if you are shown, it kind of hits a little bit different.
Yeah,
And
because
you
I
can feel
had
it.
to come back to grace and just be like, God,
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
messed up. That was it. That was my fault. And I prayed, and I was, place me where you want me to be.
Mm-hmm.
If where I previously was where I need to be, then put me back there.
Got you.
And it was like the moment all that happened, things just started falling into place.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you if you felt like this was a lesson or if you felt like it was punishment. Like, what was your emotional? What hurt you the most? I understand that it was you were mishandled, but what is the bigger picture in that? You know what I mean? Like, what was it the most? Did you feel like, oh, because you said I put myself on the back burner to take this job, meaning you didn't know your worth, right? So I pulled another deck earlier, and worth was at the bottom of that deck earlier. And so I knew that was going to be the undertone. So do you feel like you had to be shown like that, like she said, in order for you to learn this lesson so that you don't hit a repeat? Because the thing about lessons is when you don't learn them, you get thrown into another lesson that's the same one, but it looks different. So it may come in a man, it may come in another job, it may come in a cousin, it may come in your mama. Like you may not know how it's gonna come again until you learn the lesson. So do you feel like this was more so that you can? I want you to feel vindicated in how you feel always.
Mm-hmm.
Your emotions matter. How you feel matters rather. But I always feel like when we go through something of the sort, we have to learn something from it. So do you feel like you can lean more toward the lesson and let some of that angst go, because you can't get mad at a hoe for being a hoe, right? Yeah. So you can't get mad at evil-hearted people for being evil-hearted people and expect you to be the exception to it, as if there's an exception for an evil heart. You know what I mean? Like you were supposed to be the, well, I'm doing this, that, and the other. Why don't you see me? Because everybody's eyes ain't meant to set on you. You know what I mean? And sometimes we have to learn our lesson the hard way. Otherwise, we're not gonna move.
So it's one of those, for me is I feel like I move too fast and I was impatient. Instead of just waiting and listening for God, I decided to take it upon myself and force that move myself to happen. And so now I'm like, basically if God ain't saying nothing, I just don't need to jump, and move until I hear something. So that was the lesson learned for me.
Well, look, we got to clap up for lessons, y'all, because they really do make us stronger. No matter how ugly they may look, how hard they may feel. You know what I mean? In the long run, I went through some hell, boy. But this marriage I got now, boy, what? I'll go through it again just to get this again, because it's the peace for me. And so I just encourage you to look for the peace in your next steps, and the alignment this time, so you don't get caught in a loop of lessons again, But
and this time you will recognize it before it gets to that point, because I've definitely been there. And the lesson that I learned was God was like, I was trying to tell you was getting too comfortable. So I had to push you to understand. I did this for your own good. You was a little too comfortable. I was trying to go, hey, this ain't it, baby. You got, and then boom. And then I was like, wow, okay, I got you. I'm listening now. I'm paying attention. I'm sorry. I heard you, but I was like, yeah, I get to it when I get to it. But he was trying to know it's time for you to get to it. So I that was my lesson from the sign, like literally the same thing. I was too comfortable. Now I realized that my work was better off somewhere else. And he was like, well, I'm gonna end it for you. Shut it down. And I was like, what? Be like this, but I listen for now. My ears wide open, wide open, eyes wide open.
It's definitely a key to learn how to move.
Definitely.
Yeah, because the ouch hurt different.
Yeah.
And we be salty. You know what I mean? We be proud. And that's what made me ask you that. Like, are you like hurt? Or are you like, dang, this is a real big I told you so? Because it feels more so you're more mad at you for doing what you did in that, as opposed to I let it get to this. I put myself in a position for this to happen to me. So I kind of felt that more so than them actually. I don't feel like that them people had that much power over you to make you that upset for it. You know what I mean? But I see the perspective, and it's always easier, to go ahead. I'm gonna blame you first, then I'm gonna let it simmer. I'm gonna think about that thing. Damn, was it me? It was you, Kay. What is this? Accountability? Nah. What does that taste like? It's a little tart, huh? So, but I'm big on being accountable for my actions and correcting them, and correcting myself in them, and trying not to make the same thing. So if I've done something wrong, I even made posts. Hey, look, if I've wronged you and you ain't told me about it, and I ain't even know or whatever. If I knew or what, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be better. Don't judge me for yesterday's K, because I'm this K now. I'm trying to be better every time I open my eyes. So
I'm human.
Yeah, I am human. Y'all put me on cut. I just be me. You know what I'm saying? I just be. But I do strive to be the best version of me every day. So hopefully y'all doing the same thing. So speak up. Let's get it.
All right. The infamous
It's
jar.
the infamous jar. It's the infamous jar.
Oh
Lord.
Look, Oh gosh! Look, first of all, I was doing this all last night.
So you familiar?
I'm familiar. All right, let's see. Mine should be a little Disney question. They said I was pulling. Disney questions. They were too innocent. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one. All right. Young Miami says she doesn't want her daughter to be a city girl. Thoughts?
That's a real do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
It really is.
It really
the real
is.
question is, people have different perspective to what a city girl is. So what exactly is a city girl, ma'am? Because what you say a city girl is, don't be what these other girls do. But that's not what she doing, and she calls herself a city girl too. So what exactly?
Well, see, I'm a little older than y'all. Sex in the City was considered city girls to us.
Talk about it.
Okay.
So I'm a little older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's hear that perspective.
I can't tell you a Young Miami song.
Yeah.
But I've seen the representation of what city girl, is. And I heard some words from her on an interview about that question. And she was saying, I want something better for her. No, I don't want, I want something different. I want something better. And Black sent this to my inbox, which is shout out to Black, your boy, because he was like, what is this, Kay? What is this? You want this to happen and this to happen? Like, but you doing it. You basically are the example of something that you said you don't want her to do, but you're a physical example of it. It's all she sees. It's what's in her face. How you gonna talk out both sides of your neck? How can you have it both ways? Is that valuable?
I mean, she can play it off as her playing a character. This is mommy's, this is the part that I play like an actor in Hollywood. But I think it's more what she does is a lot more damaging, because I think we as Black people, we don't separate celebrities and characters. We kind of like mesh or relate to them more so than I would say white people do. So she could do it that way, but
we kill off superheroes and they just get another actor.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Keep the storyline the same.
Yeah. I think celebrities get lost in that character. I think they forget who they are. And with her saying that, because she also made the comment recently, like she getting tired of being a city girl. She don't want to be outside next summer.
Yeah,
or something like that.
She said
was
something
saying
about her wanting to change how she talks and things like that. And it's like, I get it, but ma'am, the change has to be within you, in my opinion. Like, if this is what you really want, it has to start with you first.
Do you feel like we're judgmental when people say that they want to change? Like when we talk about Black China, when she became Angela again, did we ridicule her? Did we root for her? Are we being the women that we say that we are when somebody says like her? Are we giving her the chance? Like, are we rooting for Young Miami to be, to want better?
I think men were more challenging to Black China. I think the women were happy for her.
Yeah, I was very happy.
It was more men that were.
I didn't see any women really be like, "Oh, she doing this for publicity." Everything I saw going on with, Angela White, formerly known as Black China, was like, they was like, "I love this healing."
Shout out to Sir. Sorry, there's a lot of movement in the background. Everybody got snacks and chips.
He was giving that one cousin that come out the room.
Right.
Y'all keep on doing. No worries.
Go ahead.
But no, like with her, I a lot of sisters was like, I love the healing that she's going through, and she's taking the measures of this. You can see it when she talks about it now. Like, she's legit. Like, I want to be better. I want to be better.
It's her sincerity.
Yeah, you can feel. You felt it. Like, sometimes you can listen to people and it's like, but no, you could feel her sincere. Like, I really I want to do better for me and my kids. You can see it.
She looked like a totally different person.
She looks
the
healthy.
fillings out and everything. And I was like, why did she get all that in the first place?
She looks like she feels good.
Because I was like, she was beautiful without all of that.
Before that,
she was. Yeah,
she is.
Yeah, but I think
when it comes to Young Miami, you would have to see, like in the public eye, you would have to see that same type of transformation. Like she could do it in her personal life,
Right.
but I think because she's the way we were introduced to her is, oh, I'm a city girl, I'm a city girl, I'm a city girl. City girls, we be outside, we take these folks' money, like we scamming them, like we doing all this stuff. This is stuff you rap about. It's the, you know, well, I'm in an open relationship, but this man don't claim me like that. Like he not gonna make you, you know,
Right.
or it's a mutual. Which if they want to, I mean, but if they want to, well, it's up to them if they want to have an open relationship. But you can tell by the way she acts,
Everybody
not
got
cool
thirsty.
with it, you know. You can tell by the way she acts, she not cool with it
Because
though.
I was doing the math with the baby came in the picture, and I was
She
like,
She knew, but when it became public, now it's an embarrassment to you because I'm the man. Oh, but he done had a baby on me, so now are you the man or she the man?
But she's single, remember?
But she's single.
but see, they
she's
like each
single.
other real bad though.
But that don't
Real
mean
bad.
nothing. And so, but that's
No,
what
baby.
you.
That's them folks' business, but at the same
That
time,
is folks'
ain't no way. Ain't no way.
No way.
You got me booked.
Yeah.
I'm
So
just being realistic. Like, you know, do what you do, sister. If you like it, I ain't loving it, but still, it's
but if she wants better for her daughter, she'll have to show her daughter
absolutely
that, because kids are gonna emulate what they see.
That's right now.
Whether she tries to prevent it or not, because I'm sure, because a little girl named Summer, when Summer get of age and she get on social media, oh, look at my mom, and that stuff ain't going away. So I want to be like her. She's pretty, she always have a bag, but what she do to get that bag, you know? And I'm not saying she using her body and doing whatever, because we don't know that part,
right.
but I'm just saying it's the image.
So funny enough, that everything is like we discussed earlier about learned behavior and taught behavior. I mean, I don't really know what her mom went to prison for, but it's the same thing with her. She pretty much got this from what she saw her mother had to do to survive. So in a way, she's doing the same thing now. Getting into the music industry is a better route, but at the same time, you're still kind of in this street emulating hot girl lifestyle type thing. You know what I'm saying? To me, when you get to a certain point, you kind of gotta let that little bit go. But sometimes you can't shake that drug off. Oh, I still need it. Oh, I can't.
But see, that's how they was introduced though in the industry. So
Absolutely.
you have to keep that going, because if you stop it cold turkey, what's going to happen? You lose your followers, you lose whatever endorsements you have.
But does that matter when the growth within yourself matters most? You get what I'm saying? Like, I get you.
We back to work here.
You got, that's
we back to work.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to do, like, they looking out for me for this and that third, but if I'm not okay, I don't need to be doing this. Like, I love y'all, but I got to get me together.
And I feel like true followers are going to understand that.
Yeah.
You know, they all for a journey. They love a success story now. Now, oh, she done evolved from this. And I really feel like maybe that interview sparked something different in her. And maybe she really does want to be something different, so that she's this type of role model as opposed to this one. Not shaming anybody or whatever. It's just that it's not the preference for me and mine, baby. So I can only speak on
So my
own
thing is, if
opinion.
she's trying to change, then she need to get that show back. If she got a revolt.
I have never watched.
I've never watched it.
I haven't either.
I've only seen clips
I
of
love
it.
the show. Like,
Is it on Revolt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Revolt.
I love the show, but my thing is, like, if she's trying to set a different tone, I feel as if maybe she needs to go and actually try to pitch an actual show and idea. Because when people look at it, it looks as if, oh, Dita gave her a show because they
That's
or
how
whatever.
that's how it, and crazy enough, that's how it first came out, as if he
Yeah.
gave her that show.
Yeah.
But she's, from the clips of what I've seen her do with other folks, she's really carrying it well. She's really carrying it well, because she asked the questions and everybody else was like, no, she's like, no, I want to know. What's up? What we doing? What's this? What's that?
Yeah, and I don't think she has to change her show, honestly, because if that's what you want to do, and that's your personality, like, we gonna get to real. like, and that's her personality, cool. But if she wants to, because the show don't have nothing to do with her being a city girl.
No.
Like, that's not the overall, as a person who's a fan of the show, because I like the interviews she does. Now, do they get a little bit too much for me? Yeah. But that's just my personality.
Well, to me, it's about what it's rooted in. Like,
Being attached to Diddy.
yes.
But I mean, if you
And
gonna
it's
be
the
a city girl, okay.
But I guess on the other hand, she
Big-
feel like I've done my deeds. This was my. I mean, shoot. I wish I may. You know, I done X, Y, and Z. I'm keeping my. You know, maybe.
Kim at home. Now what I'm in? Yeah, big Kim Kardashian inflicted. You whatever you done got off the city girl lifestyle. For Kim K was city girl. Look, I don't feel like Kim
really wasn't a city
She
girl.
wasn't a
city
city
girl.
girl. No, she started out as a stylist.
She was a tag along.
Kim was definitely
Kim
a tag.
Kardashian. She was a
Yeah.
yeah.
Kim Kardashian
She
really
was
was
a
a
tag
tag
along.
along.
But
To
The
Paris
city-
Hilton.
I'm gonna be very
She was
honest.
Paris Hilton's stylist.
Thank you. The one that was
Her name was
the,
famous from her father.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
the one that was the city girl of the sisters was always and will forever be Chloe. I love this Chloe. Kim really is, and even they say Kim is the boring one. Kim just started really like going outside doing stuff. Kim don't. No.
No, Kim
Yeah,
is not
doing
city
stuff
girl.
outside.
Now for the
It was the inside
we
stuff that got her
the same
famous.
birthday, and she, we are so opposite, but in a way, but yeah, Kim, nah.
That's
Courtney-
what really took
Courtney
off.
was Really like
She
that.
was
Courtney
inside doing some things.
She wasn't until she had a son.
Wasn't even no change.
Yeah. Now the one that, but overall, Kylie really the city girl. Kylie is really the city girl, but she a rich city girl. So it's like, girl,
She
you
got a scam.
She ain't got to seduce the scheme.
do you know how daddy is? Of course
She ain't got to seduce the scheme.
Absolutely not.
Dancing.
Oh, still a hit.
It wasn't
Still
him.
a hit. I gotta go back and watch that show just because fuck that up.
It was
It's the season two coming out.
This so messy. Oh Lord.
She said it's messy.
It is. Watch this. If your ex was on fire, what would you use to put them out? See, messy. Messy. Who wrote it? Messy.
I use air.
Oh, it was real.
I just use air.
Oh, I was so like,
on fire, what would you
and
use
I'm
to
an
put
air
them out?
sign.
They said,
Oh no, it's not working.
My bad.
I give them some water.
I'll use a fire extinguisher.
Look,
You're trying to hear you guys.
If they're ex, just a fire extinguisher.
It's an egg.
it
Yes, they deserve to
I
die.
and I hope they burn in hell.
Well, technically, my last ex told me to go to hell, and I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I told me that
Let 'em
too.
have it.
Sorry
One
to
of
that
'em.
man.
Tried it. Oh, we put this back in here.
What was it?
It was the one about the kings and the queens comedy.
We did that. I did the list.
Mm-hmm. Would you take a stay-at-home role if your spouse allowed it?
Yes, and he's sitting over there. Yes.
Oh, all day.
She said, "Please,
You
All
see how
day,
really
every
looking on
day.
like, hey,
please stop."
you ain't never got to
All-
work another day
All
in your
day,
life.
every day.
Yes.
For me to go to Old Shell Road and wear a Lulu, like, what is it, Lulu Bond?
Lululemon.
Lululemon all day. And to go to the nail boy.
Now let me tell you something.
That is my drink. Drop.
We're getting Starbucks at 9 a.m.
Do the hot yoga.
Hot yoga at
Oh,
10.
my
Go pick
goodness.
the kids up at
Yes.
3.
That is my dream.
Yes.
That is
Am
my
I that
dream.
person?
That is my dream.
Absolutely.
But I don't do hot yoga during the day, so there's that. But also, I was raising these children. Okay, and also I have like 4 businesses under my
Right.
belt, so
You out here working
yeah, I was at home, but you know, I was working still, and not at home and
Stay
traveling
at
and this
home.
that. Look, it ain't as
At home.
y'all think it's cute like that. That's that Kardashian shit. Y'all need to get off that TV and get in these streets. Okay, y'all need to see the
nanny life right
spaghetti
there.
strap, the spaghetti strap shirt and your titty hanging out because one baby hanging on here, you got drool on your face and the other one on your leg and crying, mommy. Y'all need that shit. That shit ain't cute.
I'm with Lulu Moon on O'Shell Road, going to
I'm
Roundtable
sick of
and going to the bakery.
I ain't even got
and
no
the deli.
Lulu Moons.
Go to Soul Bowl.
Yeah, Sobo, correct.
But I do go to High Yoga and Hot Pilates. They got me. And they messed up my coffee this morning. They got me.
Driving a black Suburban.
Yes.
I ain't got no Suburban. I ain't got no
The white Suburban.
Yeah, white Suburban.
Gotta get the
yeah.
white
Y'all made it
Suburban.
so
Or a
big.
Volvo.
Look,
Yeah.
you know what? I want that too. Let me get that too, because that's not what it looked like. Okay, it don't look like that.
It's a dream.
No lie.
Shit, let me get the
That's funny
in.
'cause
Okay,
I
let me
literally-
snore too.
I
What?
asked him that. Like,
Picking
not
up
too long
cupcakes
ago.
from Bake My Day to take to school for the kids for
Yes.
their whatever party.
And no,
Drop
just
off the
because.
cupcakes
Yes.
there,
Not
saying
even
at
for
St.
parties,
Luke's.
just because.
Yeah.
Just be
Because-
be the PTA mom.
Yes, absolutely.
Hold on, now
Boy.
that's work. I ain't doing that either.
I'm not about to play with these people.
Going picking
I ain't
out
gonna lie,
flowers.
Let me check y'all
I ain't
shenanigans.
gonna lie, it's been plenty of moments I'm like, bro, you think come on,
Yeah.
please. But I love working. I ain't gonna hold you. I
knew this was
love
gonna
working.
come
I like working too. But
Hey,
I
me,
wrote
I ain't dog.
I just want to tag out, like just
I just
tag me
want to
out,
wake
like
up
it's a
and be
tag
like,
team
have a
match,
great day, and roll the
so I
fuck
can
back
roll
over.
over to the ring
But
and
it's
take a
not-
Nah,
time.
these sure gotta
Tap
get to
out.
school.
Just tap out.
yeah. Tap me
Folks
back.
gotta eat.
They leaving at the same goddamn time. He can take them.
My husband work at night.
He's still gonna
It's
be
on
at
me.
work. I got to go get him.
That's not luxury.
My husband is back there
At
with
all.
his arms folded. He's like, nah, this ain't happening.
Look,
You done ran it.
I
It's enough for me, dog.
looked at a snippet of the day. It was on like Christmas break, and my husband was at work, and I was like, okay, so he went to work at the hospital. I was like, okay. I dropped the dog off at doggy daycare. I went and worked out. I went and got my nails did, got some coffee. I was like, so this how it feels.
Isn't it nice?
That's how I feel on my
Yes.
off days. I be like, so what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And then I look at the dog, and he be looking at me like, what we doing today?
Oh, she goes to daycare real quick. I want all my peace in my house.
The dog, even with the dog. Yeah.
Yep.
Nah,
She
her
go.
dog
She
ain't
go.
Well, I've heard. I've heard.
ready. Till you name
Jonathan
her.
be like, bro.
Till you name her.
Oh, geez. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Right? It was a face like, hi.
I don't know who had this pink pen yesterday.
Somebody had a pink pen.
He said, oh,
I think I have an idea of who, but it wasn't me. I ain't say.
Just read it.
If a man has a preference in how he prefers his lady's upkeep to be, should he pay for it?
Yeah.
if he has the preference, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
If he said, I like my girl with them, I like them little white tips or whatever. I don't like all that gaudy stuff. I like them little white tips. I like a manicured toe. I like them little white tips on that too. Nothing too crazy.
If
I like a
you
natural
like-
look on the face. You know, I don't like them big lashes. Don't do them. I don't like.
If you like it, you need
Yeah.
to
If you're already doing it, I mean, if you're kind of already doing it,
But what if you're not
No, if it's
his preference?
and
You
not
need to
Y'all
yours.
kicking
pay for
it. I mean, you cool or whatever. I appreciate the natural look, but for my lady, I prefer,
like-
you know, I mean, I'll pay for it or whatever, you know, you gonna do it just because he paying for it? Do you feel like this is like an identity like thing? Or do
Now, if
you
you're
feel
trying
like,
to change my identity in order to like make yourself feel comfortable, then no.
Correct. No.
No.
is it
It's
to
a-
make him feel comfortable or
It's
is
a
it
red. Hold on.
preference?
Oh, I gotta know.
Preference.
Somebody said
It's
a
a red flag.
It is a
Yeah,
red
I
flag.
Hold on, no,
red
this
flag.
is where it's a red flag. If all his exes were the same way, if he preferred all of them to look like that,
Oh my
you
goodness.
are the problem.
We just watched the Tubi movie.
Ooh,
Similar
too
to-
big.
Yeah.
To the cat. Look, I just said I'm about to go watch all his lives
We just watched the
and
Tubi movie
get on the Tubi
with the
train. I
same
need to be on.
I just
choo.
watched my third
Choo,
season,
choo.
and I was like, Lord,
Well, you know,
why y'all doing this?
well, you know, sometimes some guys they be wanting to date their mom.
Oh, facts. And they don't know
And
how to
that's
identify
scary.
it. But they don't know how to
Yeah.
identify it either. Yeah.
Or they want to date, the one that got away.
No,
So
trust
where
me, I
is
don't
the
want that,
line
baby. I
from-
want that.
Controlling,
Jesus no.
like, is there a line
Yeah.
Yeah.
of preference and controlling? Because this is preference. And it's not saying that you have to do it.
It's a
He
preference.
said, I prefer this, that. I appreciate how you are. I love how you are. My preference is because, you know, I noticed that when I said preference, everybody said, oh, no, you can't change me. I didn't say, I
Yeah.
said
It's preference.
preference.
It's controlling if I never do it and you go, why you always go get that done? And I like this. Yes, motherfucker. I like
Okay,
this.
but what if you always get what you want, right? And he's like, hey, could you do the thing that I like, you know, for this?
But see, that's
You
not
know,
the
is
issue.
that
But I'm
controlling?
saying- but
Is this,
if you-
what is
it's
that?
It's that tone. For me, it's a tone. It's a tone. It's the way you act when I go do something. You know what I'm saying? If you show a different way or something, it's like, yeah,
If you
not-
come
Okay.
if you come at me about that in like a angry, like
Yeah.
arrogant type tone,
then I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
respond back, say, well, people in hell want ice water, don't mean they finna get it.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
I
say
don't
that
think it's a people.
he doesn't like, his preference is not, or he doesn't like, fuck it. He don't like big eyelashes, but they're a thing that you've been doing.
Yeah.
But he saw you without them. You just were in between your eyelashes. Right.
I feel
Let's set it
that.
up.
I feel that. It has
So you
this-
in between your eyelashes. So he met you with the natural little lash, your little strip like mine, you know, little natural lash on. So he was like, okay, you know, I can deal with this. And then you came back and you was like 3D, me. Bah! You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm the, you chose them.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I mean, but
You
if you're,
picked those.
if you're
like, how you
dating,
reacting?
though, like if you're dating, then I mean, if that's not what you into, then just walk away. You know, that's how I feel. It's not like
So there's no
know-
compromise in you getting a smaller lash.
yeah.
Not
like,
saying take them all, but can you compromise? Because this is, you know, relationships are about 50-50. Not saying that you have to change yourself, but you gonna walk away for a 3D lash?
I mean,
And when
if
you can
that's-
get the 2D and they just as fly, but they just not touching your forehead when your eyes open.
I know a man that broke up with his girlfriend because of the wig she wore. So
One wig,
it was one specific wig.
then she keep wearing it.
But that must be a favorite wig.
It must have been a funky ass wig,
That's
boy.
a favorite wig.
He
No.
said, "This is goddamn."
Yeah,
I'm done.
like, I was like,
Start
bro,
backing
you
this
really
shit.
broke
I'm
up
sick of
over
this.
that wig? Like, it's not that deep. I hate that wig. I'm like,
That was Michelle.
my God.
She wore that wig. That's Michelle.
Then
that
go,
day.
if you didn't like the wig, buy her another one or take her to get her hair done. What's the problem? I just did. It's
That was
that's
looking for an out.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like,
But
that's
that's so
you
petty.
know, but
That is
I feel
petty,
like he
though.
probably said something about that wig though, and she kept that wig just because he said something. Out of some petty shit, he was like, "I'm done. I can't do this shit no more." See, y'all always think you got to look at the bigger picture, women. We got to look at both sides because
Bro,
I
when
just
I
feel
go
like
to the movies
that
with
man
Jonathan
ain't leave
had
that-
the wig on. He's like, girl, wait.
it wasn't the wig.
It must
It was
be
the
a
fact that he
favorite wig.
disclosed how he felt about that wig, and she was in his
I'm not
face,
leaving it,
sticking her baby
baby.
down hair on top of that hoe.
Like, where you going?
Men's
with the
emotions
wig on,
matters
girl?
too, ladies. Come on now, let's be better. You don't give a damn. She said she rolled her eyes so high,
No,
her eyes matched the walls when
Hey.
she looked up.
no, I get it. Cause you know, I used to wear like a rag on my you wear that rag every night. I got to tie this head down.
Listen.
I got to tie it down.
What you did? You burned it.
They said
What you did to that rag? What's wrong with her wearing the head wrap? She can't protect the
I got
edges.
to tie it down.
Did you buy her some satin pillowcases?
I wear a bonnet sometimes. A net.
Oh, you just want variety.
It get washed.
But it has the oils in it. You need the oil.
No. It's the time my hair down at
But-
night.
So it was inside and outside. You just wanted some. When she was in the house, she had the rag on. She was out the house, she had the rag on.
You know, you tie your hair down at night.
Look, if you got that good rag or that good rag, that
You start singing Negro spirituals every time you saw the rag. You was traumatized.
It's that one.
It's just that one.
It's that one.
Just like you got
I
that.
just throw it in the dirty clothes every week when it's time to wash.
I gotta respect your opinion,
Hey,
black
but
man.
you watch it every time.
I do feel like it's a tad dramatic.
It's dramatic.
But I can't shit on your preference of a change. He's saying you can have a rag, just have different ones.
It's what you said just a minute ago. The bigger part of it ain't about the rag. It's the fact that I said I don't like this rag.
And she got the rag on every time you see her.
And
when y'all leave here, what she gonna do? Put that goddamn rag on.
But now wait. If I don't wear this rag and go to sleep on my hand, wake up, damn.
No, that's not what he said. He said.
Just quote what he said.
He said
change it.
It is the rag. It's the fact that he told you he doesn't like this rag. You didn't even try to give him a variety of rags. Oh, 7 days a week. No. He said 7 days a week. You got this exact rag that he specifically like. Damn, you got this goddamn rag on.
Wait,
Please.
what if she got like a 3-pack though? And it's different.
You know what?
It's all the same color.
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Like your Wednesday night break.
All men's draws look alike when they come in a pack. Actually, yep, they got the same pattern. They come in a pack of 8. Don't make me lie. They come in a pack of 6 to 8, and they're gonna have the patterns on them the same. You're gonna get the checker this way with the blue. You're gonna get the checker this way. You're gonna get the plaid. You're gonna get the straight line. Look, I'm a wife. Don't.
But you only
Do
wear.
y'all?
But you only wear
When they flip them inside out and wear them twice.
Do
But you
y'all?
only wear.
No, my husband does that. He can wear a
Cause
pair of
hold on.
drawers a day.
Cause you talking about
Because I bought him the drawers. Before me, my nigga couldn't make a week. I was looking like, you watching again? Yeah,
Can you go give me this belt? No, not that one, because it don't fit right during this time.
that one got the little part right here.
But
That
you
one got the
didn't
hole
say
in the
it.
thigh.
You
Why the
didn't
fuck
say
you still
give
got
me a
these?
pair. You didn't say
Because
which
they
one.
comfortable.
They comfortable.
Like, don't get me wrong. I do respect what he's saying too. However, you have to still be considerate that that's the rag
That's the
that
rag.
works for her head.
It
'Cause just like
is.
she said, you don't want her waking
Look at
up.
how nonchalant she said it is.
Yes, it is. Because if I
That's
don't
the
wear
rag.
if I don't wear it, and if I don't wear this rag the next day, damn, your hair fuzz as hell. Like,
Oh, so she damned if she do, damned if she don't. Oh, whoa. So if she don't wear the rag, you got an opinion too.
yeah. Damn, your hair
Oh,
fuzzy.
Damn.
oh, now we're here. So y'all just been playing tennis.
That's what we play.
So you just rag, and she like fuzzy, rag, fuzzy. He's like y'all just. The way that you gritted your teeth to talk about that goddamn rag, I disagree.
Are you sure?
She ain't make no adjustment after I said I ain't feeling this. And I hope this question is in that jump because we love y'all so much.
Let me see.
Please,
He is so filled with
I'm
passion.
going to
right
the
now.
That's what I'm telling you. So that bull crumble he talking about, so I don't even worry about it. You worry about it now. Look, he done sat up. He was sitting like this with his drink. She's bitching that rag. That man came up with elbows on knees. That goddamn rag. I told y'all about that mother. Look, he's still shaking his head. Somebody get the camera on him. Cause what? He mad as hell about this rag.
Look, she walk in the back. She gonna walk in the bedroom from back.
Hey, put the rag on, but put something else on top of it. So y'all both happy.
But I've done that too.
Just come as Badu. Just
Yeah,
what you want tonight.
wrap it up. Yeah.
Just give him some. Look, he said, "Yup."
Be a
But it's
That's
like,
it.
yeah, that one. It's just
At
just
least
layered. It
3
layers
nights. They give you 4 to you. At least 3 nights. Put someone on top of your rag for the man. Just
I'll
it's
put a
comforting
net-
relationship. You married. You
I'll
married.
put a net
You
on it.
married. Relationships, long-term relationship.
I'm not married, but we long term. We live together.
I'm just saying, we
share-
all in this
we
for
all-
the
yeah.
long
Been
run.
there.
Yeah.
What's
We
my
all
point?
there.
We all on the, we all in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can really. Is there some relationship questions?
Yeah, there we
Let's
go.
get to it. Y'all got some questions y'all want to know? You know, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna represent both sides. I am unbiased. Now it's the he said safe. I know she around that corner.
You don't want no problems. You don't want
Hey,
He said, "You want to do you?"
why are women not accountable?
I don't know.
Excuse you?
I can't speak for
No,
all the bitches.
hold on, pause. The men back there.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I need a re-
I can't.
Expound on that.
I can't.
I'ma wait.
Like 5 steps down here.
I'm gonna wait, so I don't pick it twice.
I'm going to say that women are not accountable because they have not been taught accountability. Let's be real. I mean, some. I
Nope.
can't speak for all of them.
Because they want accountability from the other side.
That's what I'm saying. I can't speak for all
So
of them.
they know it. They just don't know it for them.
That's what I'm saying. I can't
Yeah.
speak for all of it. I don't know.
I'm gonna say I know me as a woman, like I will admit when I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Probably good.
When am I being
It was
accountable?
fine.
Right.
The pause for me.
She did. She did pause. The real question is, what are we being accountable for?
I know.
Because why does the
Exactly.
But a lot of women have a hard time admitting to being wrong or saying the word "I was wrong." I'm sorry. I apologize. It was me. What did they do? You hungry? That is not you being accountable. And they over there looking at you like this. Oh no. Oh no. We done went round and round this table and I told you that goddamn thing was over there and you told me it wasn't. I told you it was over there. You told me it wasn't. And you done called me a lie, made me stand up, made me check my pockets, look under the bed. I done been to the car twice. You done made me do all this bullshit because I was supposed to be. I mean, then you gonna sit up here and ask me if I'm hungry and you can't even tell me that you sorry for this hell that you just put me through. Hello, everybody. There's a chair here. There's a chair there.
Oh,
You put the card
Oh,
You put the card in the chair.
I'm sorry.
I got hit in the face. I'm sorry.
It go to the doors.
dead in the place.
Oh, that's a-
There's one right here
There's another
with the
chair
mic.
over there.
This one right here. I'm gonna stay back here. I got my guys on.
There's one right here with the mic.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Girl, get your ass over here. Is what she's saying.
You gotta no, those go to one person.
I can bring
That's
the
the
mic,
other
but
one.
you have to hold it supposed to see it.
No, those
Yes.
both
You want
go
me to
to
move
one
here?
person. I think they were
I
both
was
supposed
gonna
to
say,
go
and I
to the
can
door.
move if I need to.
And then this one will be your card because she chose the other seat.
Because I ain't gonna say it because I already had it in my mind earlier.
What, you sliding forward?
Yeah.
TK, you
What
get
is
it.
that?
This is like
I think that
when she said we're sharing. I was like, wait a
No,
minute.
she's pregnant.
That's because it's yeah.
This one ain't mine.
What's the other one say?
She said this one ain't mine.
she said something about pregnancy.
It's the queen of Sheba.
Wait a minute, there's
What
a
is the
whole
sad part?
microphone. There's
Oh.
a whole microphone.
Right. She told you to shift down.
Well, I'm just gonna see.
She shifted down for you. That's Ebony's card.
And we're live.
And that's your card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You need her to
You're gonna have to scoot it back to you. It's gonna have to be like, yeah, make sure you pick you up because you're very soft spoken as well.
we made it through.
Got it?
We outside.
Okay, see, this is my card right here. See, I was in the wrong
Besides
seat.
that,
I was in the wrong seat.
yeah. Well,
Pleasure.
that's Ebony's card.
I don't understand the cards.
Obviously, because you just came in the room, and if you would give me an opportunity to tell you what the cards were about, then you know what. Those go to you, and that one goes to her. You didn't hear me to go through the cards earlier
No.
with the first round? Oh. Well, wonderful news. Hooray. So we're going to continue on with this before we get back to why women are not
Yeah.
accountable. What do your cards say? This was the icebreaker.
Says 7 sisters creativity,
Mm.
and the other one says ocean fearless love.
Well, I feel like those are pretty self-explanatory. Go all in, you good? Yep. And live in your creativity. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So put that forward more. I just feel like boom. Because there we are. Right. All
Like,
in.
do we really
No
need to
second
say
guessing.
anything
We
else?
here. No free falling, just walk. Yeah. What? That is the fearless love. Yeah. The other one is the creativity, the 7 sisters. It's all the versions of it, really. And I feel like the 7 sisters has to do with the 7 chakras. So it's the alignment of your creativity. So you create in everything that you do at every level that you're at. So there's that.
I have some.
Just come in trying to change things. Just come in misbehaving.
I
What you
walk
got?
in, somebody
What you
hit
got?
me up.
Pleasure? Of course.
That's what you gave me.
Yeah.
Somebody hit me a pregnant lady when I walked in, and that's all. It
I
says
told you
the-
it's because that's the Orisha that's on the card.
It's Yemaya, and it's Awakening, and Queen of Sheba Secrets Revealed.
That says a lot too. Awakening secrets revealed.
Let's keep talking, guys. I'm just gonna say whatever's done in the dark gonna come to light.
Oh Jesus.
Whether you want it to or not. But it's an awakening, so it seems like there's no lesson in it. There's an elevation, and whatever's going to come out is for you to be better. So there's that. I guess we'll see. And pleasure, we see that. We see what that is. Look, she just started smiling. We ain't even got to talk about that one. All right, guys. So why aren't women accountable? Ooh, y'all ain't got nothing to say on this. That's what the topic is.
Accountable as far as
Everything.
That's the
We're
that's
not-
the real
we're not-
question. What are we
we're
I
not
mean,
taught to be
about?
accountable.
I just
what
feel
are we
like
being
in
accountable
general,
for?
We're not taught to be accountable.
That's what I said. I feel like we are not taught.
We're not taught to
it's
be
been
accountable.
said by many men that it's hard for women to accept their fault,
Yeah.
verbally accept their fault by saying things in conversation, as opposed to just, you hungry? Want me to rub you? Want me to put this lotion on your back? I know you like when I put this lotion on your back, or apologizing.
I think okay, so I'll say this because I know I got some arms crossed back there.
You see how the men look? All the men start whispering when they say, "Oh, they back at it again." Listen. Here they go.
So I think okay, so let's say that I think I say that. So I think
Get your thoughts, baby.
When it comes to certain things, we think a certain way. So we know that we as women are naturally more emotional. Typically, we're more emotional, so we're thinking from, let's say, this standpoint, and then a man is more logical. So all he's saying is these are the facts: A, B, C, D. But as a woman, you're like, but what you did potentially hurt my feelings, and I don't know how to necessarily say that. And so I acted out of, emotion, but I'm sorry, but that hurt my feelings.
Is I'm sorry, but acceptable for you guys?
It's
Let me
not.
just ask, how does I'm sorry, but make y'all feel? Like it's not sincere as well.
Or if this made you feel this way,
It's because you made me feel this way.
That's the.
Or I'm sorry for making
Honestly,
you feel
that's
like
the one
this.
that pisses me off the most. When you like, if this made you feel, that's not about.
If that's what you want, I apologize.
Oh
That's what you want me to
yeah,
say.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I hate that.
I don't want you to say
I hate
shut up.
that.
Yeah, that's
Y'all triggered
It's
me.
like-
right.
It's
I
like
just got here.
it's like
like, wait a minute.
it's like, and you want me to feel sorry? You give this little half-ass apology? Like, no.
And
I
then
will
you
only
get in the,
apologize
and
if
then
I'm
you
like,
can,
truly
you know what?
wrong.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even
But
worry
let me
about
ask it this way: do you feel like you give the same form of apology that you would want them to give you when the situation is reversed? Do you feel like you treat them the same that you would want them to treat you? You kissing their ass the same way that you want both cheeks in the hole? Shout out to Casey. That's the only one that would really.
Probably
I'm
not.
sorry,
As
I'm back.
soon as you
I'm
said,
back.
I was like, that ain't nothing but a
Casey
As of lately,
and
yes.
double D double S.
As of lately, yeah, I'm big on accountability. If I recognize a behavior, it's like, all right, because I'm never sorry about nothing, but I will apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I said it, I meant it in the moment, but I'm going to apologize for how. No, that's me. That's
how I presented it.
right. I'm apologize for it making you feel this way because that wasn't the intent. But what I said or what I did, obviously, if I did it or said it, I meant it. But the outcome of it is not what the intent was. So yeah, I'm apologize. I find accountability in that.
That's
I know I'm learning to grow. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
No, I'm never sorry. I never say I'm sorry. I always apologize.
I
I'm
apologize
never
for
sorry.
hurting your feelings because exactly because I know for me I have a tendency to be your asshole, and what I say comes out as me just being a total asshole.
I just be talking. I just be talking regular. Folks be crying. I be like, I didn't even say anything.
And
What
he
I
was
do?
like, ouch, that hurt my feelings, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like my bad, but this is just,
That wasn't the intent.
It
I'm
wasn't
just
the
telling
intent.
you what it is.
I was just telling you how I felt because if I don't, then you get upset because I'm not telling you everything about how I feel about something.
But sometimes I feel like you need a chance to really process those feelings. Right. And men don't always give you
They don't give you that time.
To be fair, we don't either. To be fair, we don't either though. Because you got some raw sisters.
So everyone in here is
an
an effective communicator.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'm
I know
not.
I'm not.
I feel like
Dun, dun, dun. Here we go.
I'm learning.
I was not an
I'm learning
effective
how to
communicator
effectively.
at first, but I feel like now I am because in my marriage, if I'm sorry, I'm gonna say I'm sorry. But if I'm not sorry, I'm gonna say I am not sorry.
The way you crossed your hands.
I am,
No, she said I'm not sorry.
I am not sorry, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not sorry. I could have said it better, but I'm not sorry that I had to tell you this because the action that you made caused me to have this action, and I don't give apologies unless I mean them. So I don't. If I'm not sorry, I'm not sorry for saying this, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down on it. But we can talk about what happened, how we can fix it, and how we can move forward from it. But if it doesn't, I don't feel like everything warrants an apology. And I feel like communicating through it instead of just apologizing for it makes you be able to see, okay, this is the situation that happened. This is why I felt this way. This is why I said it this way in the moment. Let's talk about it so it doesn't happen again. So I feel like when I first got married, we didn't know how to communicate at all. But I feel like now we can communicate great now.
Yeah, see, I can agree with that. Because in the moment, like let's say like y'all just having a heated discussion and your feelings get hurt. Everybody getting their feelings, as we all do. And you not ready necessarily say I'm sorry yet because I'm still processing what I'm feeling. Because I don't want to tell you, yeah, I'm sorry. And
You don't
really
mean
not.
it. You don't
I'm
really
really
mean
not.
it. Yeah.
I will feel sorry. I feel sorry. I want to apologize, but I want to apologize to you in the right way. Without the attitude, without the, hurt, whatever it is. Like, I want to apologize to you in the correct way. So I do agree with being able to communicate those feelings. Like at that time, being able to communicate and figure out how you can move forward. And then, I'm not saying then, like, if y'all decide y'all going to apologize, cool. But,
I think too, we as women are kind of taught, be independent, make sure you have your own. You don't have to, worry about a man. And along with that, you learn to kind of think that submitting is part of not being independent. And I think apologizing is kind of part of submitting too. And we don't
See, it's that S
normally like to submit.
So apologizing
It's that S word.
is chalked up to submission. Okay,
I
so
think
are we
we
going to
kinda
talk about
feel-
submission? and what we feel submission should be, what we feel like it ain't.
Yeah, because I'm learning
Uh-oh.
about submission and submitting. I'm learning it.
Now,
Not saying the word.
She said,
No, I'm trying to.
I'm
trying to.
some. She said every syllable in
We got a whole nother conversation going on back there. Yeah, I'm learning.
Are you sure?
Because I know for me, mom and dad, hey, you do this, you do this, you don't need to worry.
Yeah.
But and then when you get with somebody, it's like, okay, yeah, all of that is true, but kind of no, I can't do that if I'm with somebody. If I'm with a man, I can't be that way. You kind of have to submit and you kind of have to apologize, and it just be that, just apologize. And I'm learning that.
Well, you have to submit to each other.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That,
you gotta
that.
understand.
Amen. Amen.
biblical.
Amen.
Yeah.
They also said husbands got to submit to their wives also as well.
They
but
forget
people
that
don't
part.
want to talk about that part in the Bible now, do we?
Yeah.
But I
Not
mean,
quite.
you have to submit to each other.
I was gonna have a woman mom like, no, because a man wrote it. But no, because I don't talk religion and all that stuff, and I don't want nobody
Right.
like, girl, leave, take me out
I mean,
the chat.
but you know, not taking it off the table.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like overall, you guys are a team, so you have to submit to each other.
Absolutely.
And so effectively communicating, you know, it's a part of that. So I'm learning how to place, I guess, my ego and just personality aside to truly admit, like, yes, I am sorry
Yes.
that I made you feel
It's-
this way.
Yeah.
I feel that.
It's
See,
work. It's hard
I
work.
always, when you said the same team, that's like our mantra, same team always, because we fighting this problem. We ain't gonna fight each other. We gonna fight the problem. So it's me and you against the problem on the table. It's not me and you against each other. And when you get together and you collaborate and say, okay, this is what's making, we're not making each other mad. The stimuli coming from this problem is making us angry, which making us taking it out on each other because we don't know how to face or deal with the problem at hand. So once we discuss and talk through the problem at hand, then we're able to come to a consensus of, okay, this is where it went wrong. This is how we can fix it. This is how we can move on. And also me and my husband, we've learned that this may not work for everybody, but we have hard conversations over text message because we're both very neurospicy, and it's easier for us to sit there and like text each other and say, okay, this is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. We may be in the same house, but we text each other. And I've learned that because we had to adapt to communication style that worked with both of us, that we're able to work through problems so much easier versus, some people face-to-face work. We may text for like 20, 30 minutes and then we'll come together and talk about the texting. But it gives you, I feel like when we communicate through text, it's easier because it gives you time to think of a response and you're not just reacting like off what the person said. You're reading, okay, if I text him, okay, baby, I didn't like this that you did because XYZ, he has a moment to read it and reflect and respond. Same way I have a moment to read it and reflect and respond versus when you are face to face, you feel like you need to respond right then. So you're not putting a lot of thought in it for some people.
It's what works for y'all.
It
I
works for
appreciate
us.
that works for y'all. Absolutely. But I can't text my look, if we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk. I got too much to say. But also when I'm listening to him, I'm listening to comprehend what he's saying. I'm not just listening to respond. Because we'll hear like what happened earlier. I said preference. Everybody said, oh no, he ain't. I said it's his preference. This man ain't put no gun in your head. He ain't say he wasn't gonna be with you. He ain't say you had to do it. He said, I like that you got these natural nails. My preference is I really like them white tips on here. I like the white tips on the toes. Like I like that look. I like that stuff. Y'all was like, he not changing me. He not. So you heard. Yeah.
I have a problem with your preference.
You gonna pay for it.
The question was, should he pay for it?
If you make a special
If that's
request,
his preference.
Yeah.
But he didn't even make the request. He just said, I like that you got the natural nail. I be liking the white tips. That he didn't say you had to get it. He didn't say you need the white tips on you. I would prefer you with this. My preference when I look at the work, I just like that look. Just like you may prefer locks. Your husband ain't got locks, but you may be like, "Ooh, I like a lock look," but my husband got the low cut. I fuck with that. You may prefer the low cut, and the man may be bald. You know what I mean? So that's your preference. It don't mean that the person has to have that or it's a deal breaker. I feel like we need to talk about preference and deal breakers here.
No.
I mean, I'm with.
Oh, you don't want to put that rag back on the table. We don't want to talk about that rag no more.
No, what's
The
what's
rag
going
is
on?
going on tonight.
What did it? What was? Did I miss it?
No.
Mm.
Well,
you kind of missed a lot, but
You kinda did.
We've been live about an hour.
A moment was had. Let's just say that. We broke the fourth wall.
Yes, we done cultivated a couple, and now they could have came back stronger. They gonna get a little remix. They gonna get a little. They might get a little role play. Ain't gonna tell their business, but y'all know. You might come in there like, you don't know. You might come in there like I do. You don't know what's gonna happen. All right, let's see. This you. I know you wrote this. But it came up in here, so that's funny. Are women assigned female at birth gatekeeping periods and childbirth?
Oh wow, T.S.
Oh,
Madison
wait,
and
wait,
Tasha
wait.
K.
Are women at birth?
Are
gatekeeping?
women assigned? Are the women that were assigned female at birth?
Mhm.
So we're talking cis. Okay, if we're being what do we call it? Correct. Political. Is it political?
Like, you think I asked for this?
It's political now.
It's okay.
It's political now.
Okay. All right. So politically correct. So are the women that were assigned female at birth gatekeeping periods and childbirth? I don't see how you can gatekeep something that just happened to your body.
I know it just happened.
I don't honestly. I don't think that is not.
You can't get mad at us because you make your body do it like our body do it. You know what I mean?
But to be completely honest,
asked
that
for
it's
this?
not like I have several friends who are transgender females, and none of them care about that because none of them. There is more people who are trying to be transphobic and spread an agenda, trying to start that. Like I said, I have several friends who are transgender females. None of them feel that way. They feel as if they are missing something because of the way they feel internally. They feel like they are female. They feel, a lot of them feel sad because that is something they can't experience. But at the same time, none of them are trying to fight cisgender women about periods of childbirth, because people know that though they go through different they may refer to that hormonal shift that they have because of the estrogen they own as their quote unquote period, because it's something that's gender affirming to them. Nobody is out here pointing fingers and saying that women are gatekeeping periods and childbirth, because there are cisgender women who can't have periods, who are born without uterus, who can't have children. So it's like, if we're going to sit there and say, if we're going to tie womanhood into, if we're going to really diminish womanhood down to periods and childbirth, there are millions of women fighting infertility now with different issues. Are we going to push them out of womanhood too? So it's not, I feel like that's more of people, because for some reason, people's bodies and how they live their personal lives are becoming political and it's bothering people. That is more of people trying to say that to start an argument so they can be transphobic and discriminatory against trans women. So
the reason I disagree is because there are several viral videos of trans women spitting this very rhetoric right now.
I was going to say, I appreciate the people that you know, but the people that you know, in the multitude, there's a vast difference. You know what I mean? So you can speak for those that you know personally, but there are people actually out there that are saying exactly what you're saying they're not saying, and they're authentically feeling that. And I do, as somebody that feels that somebody should be vindicated in how they feel, it's kind of, I feel vindicated in how I feel as well. And damn, if I can get these periods, what I sure would, what? But there's nothing I can do to make you feel equal to me in that way, because this is
biological.
Yeah, like what you want me to do?
But I just don't like that it's trying to. My issue is I don't like that it feels like it's trying to pit people against each other. When if we split hairs, of course, if you are not assigned female at birth. You don't have those certain internal organs. You're not going to have a period. You can't carry a child. Science has not gotten that far yet. I feel like I don't like
They
the
don't put
fact
them in
that
wombs now.
Yeah, did you see the lady who
Yeah.
They're doing what now?
They're doing
They
uterus.
They-
woman, she had
They're
a
there.
uterus
They
They're
just gotta
working
plant
on-
them in there.
they're working on
Are
it.
you serious? In fact, it was at UAB hospital,
But that's
and she just
synthetic.
gave birth to her
Yes.
first child.
What was wrong with her?
We're there
She
in
wasn't born
science.
with a uterus.
Mhm.
But she was still assigned female at birth. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, she had the baby.
She
She had it.
did.
She had it early.
I don't know if she had it early. but-
There
no,
was a,
no, it's a woman.
There was a man that gave birth. He was no.
It was a transgender male.
Yes.
So he was
Okay.
born.
I wanted to say it
So it's-
correctly,
so
it was a
still
transgender
male.
male. So
So
he
he's still biologically a woman.
but he had already
transitioned. But
yeah,
they-
started
but they-
transitioning.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, but there wasn't a. I think people mix and screw that when it says a man gave birth. They are a transgender male who still
Got
has
you.
their uterus and vagina and ovaries.
They hadn't made it to that part yet.
So-
Yeah.
Right.
So you
Okay.
still have your woman part.
They
Yeah,
did.
They had the parts, but they're
They had them internally, but not
But not-
externally.
right.
yeah,
Yes.
they're still physically like they're
male.
physically are they identify as a male, but they still have a uterus and vagina. There is no one who has been born male who has male parts who have been pregnant.
Got
with.
you. Okay.
So that is what I was saying. Because the person who they gave, I was following somebody. I'm following somebody right now. That's what I was trying to see. It's somebody from Mobile.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but she's in UAB.
Yeah, I know.
But
It was a woman at UAB. She just gave birth to a baby after
Uterus
uterus
trans.
transplant.
That's what
It
I
was
was
like
saying.
2 years ago or
Oh
something.
wow.
Oh no, this is somebody I'm following now. This is somebody
Okay.
I'm currently.
So they're doing
That's
it
why I
again.
thought. That's why I thought we
Okay.
was talking about the same person. I was like, no, not
I
having
think-
a
I
baby
think it's
early.
the
Don't
same-
scare me
I
like
think it's
that.
the same
I didn't re-
program. It's just a different
Yeah, but she.
individual now.
What's that?
Oh,
You got a question?
oh, but
So,
Oh,
just so, this thing is all for me. I'm in a room full of women, beautiful women. Is it offensive to women that a man wants to be a woman, call himself a woman? Is that offensive?
what the hell that got to do with me? That ain't got nothing to do. If somebody,
I don't think that's the
I ain't got a
issue at
problem.
hand.
it's
You
not.
have-
What? Well,
you
that,
have trans that are basically out here. No, it's not. It's
He's asking you, are you offended?
mm-mm.
bruh.
So when you hear people say, what is a woman, right? Because that's like the dog whistle of the debate.
Mm.
What is a woman, right? Some women say, well, I bleed every month, it's painful, it's uncomfortable, and that's a problem with me as a woman. Some women say, I got 3 kids, I push them out, it hurt, that's a problem with making me a woman. Every woman in her own right has her understanding of her, and it seems to line up with a lot of women. So, not being offensive to anybody, like I don't think it's transphobic to say to a man that feels like a woman broke. You might feel like a woman, but you're still a guy.
But what does that
But
have
some
to do with
people
you though?
Feel like that's transphobic.
What?
So for
I
women,
wouldn't.
is it offensive to y'all when
I got you.
Yeah, it,
I wouldn't call that transphobic. I would just say that you're not accepting of what their lifestyle is, or what they feel for their lifestyle.
What do you think as a woman? I get it, you may not care because we all got our own things.
yeah, it
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah,
I don't care if somebody want to stick a tail up their ass and call them.
I don't really avoid it.
Like,
I just
But when you ask women this question, it's like, I'm a man. I can say what it means to be a man. And I think women should be able to say it's my opinion. I think women should be able to say.
but you don't have.
yeah.
to,
He
you don't
really
have
wants to know what
okay,
the
here's
definition of
issue.
womanhood is. To
You don't have to hurt or
what
push.
makes you a woman.
You don't have to put if you need, and this goes for anything, not just this. If you have to push somebody else down or dog on somebody to affirm who you are, that is an internalized issue that has
But
something
that's
to do
not
with you.
that's not what he's debating though.
No, what he's saying.
He's basically asking you. That's why I tried to stop you, because I knew you were about to attack that, and that's not what he's saying.
What he's saying?
He's basically asking you, what do you feel like makes you a woman? What is your definition of womanhood? Like, and in comparison to them feeling like they're a woman because they've changed their parts, what is your comparison to your womanhood and the difference in them being a woman? Like, what is, because he's saying his idea is that you're not a woman because I feel like a woman is X, Y, and Z.
Gotcha.
And you're not X, Y, and Z. You're a man that would like to be a woman. And I can respect you for wanting to be like a woman, but I can't call you a woman because this is what a woman is. So he's saying, what is a woman? Are you offended by somebody saying that they're that? Your version of a woman. Oh, I'm that too. Like, does that offend you? Is basically what he's getting at.
For me, it doesn't.
Yes.
It doesn't offend me. I can tell you what does offend me though. When you have a transgender woman basically say, I'm more woman than you. That's the offense.
So do you not feel like I'm as much woman as you is offensive?
You have them literally, and it's not that, some of, and I'm not saying all, but you have some of them that do that to basically gaslight an issue to make you transphobic. I hate this, and I hate being that person to say that, but realistically, you have people that do stuff to try to push you to become something that you're not. I'm not the one with the issue. Why are you trying to make me this person?
Right.
Don't try to make me this way. This is what you want to be. This is what you want to be. But why are you trying to test? Basically, like when people say you're trying to test my gangster type shit, it comes off in that like I have
why you evoking me?
Yeah, why you?
That's basically what she said.
Like,
that's exactly what Zadora just said. Yeah.
It's like I don't have an issue with that because if that's what you identify as, more power
fine.
to you. Just don't come over trying to test who I am as a woman.
Right. And just like that viral video that I'm sure we all saw, whatever, about the gatekeeping of the menstrual cycle, it's like no woman that has a cycle ever said anything about
somebody else.
No woman.
Come join the fun.
Like,
You cannot have this.
Right. We don't want this shit. Have it. You can have it.
Right.
If I can mail it to you, shit.
Right. And to me, and I'm sorry, but to me,
I don't really care.
right. And to me,
I don't care.
To me,
Whatever makes you happy, baby. If me affirming, because I'm just like this. If you tell me, okay, this is who you are, this is what you want me to call you, it costs me $0 and 0 cents to call you that. Because what is it gonna do to me? What is it gonna take from my day to if someone walks in here and says,
but wait a minute.
You still ain't get the answer to your question.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If I was to come in here and say I'm a white chick from so and so, y'all would be like, hell no, no the fuck you
but
ain't.
You're not white though.
I'm not white.
Exactly. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
No, it's not.
Here we go.
Is it the same
No,
thing
here we
with
go.
race?
No, it's not.
No, that's race is totally
No,
different.
it's
No,
not.
Is it?
No, white, no, race,
No, it's
race
not.
and gender are two different things.
No,
They're
it's
trying
not.
to
Perception.
It's perception.
How
Correct.
is it perception?
It's-
Perception.
I feel like a white woman. I feel
You
like
can't
a
change
white
your
woman.
race though. If you come in here and say you want to be a white woman, I'll call you a white woman if it make you happy.
But you know damn well you're not gonna call me no white
I
woman.
will call you a white
No,
woman.
you
If you want me to refer to you as a white woman, I'm going just like, okay, here's
No,
the thing.
you're not.
You gonna say, okay.
Okay,
Okay, Whitey.
okay, white woman.
Okay, Snowfall.
Okay, if you want
Okay.
if you want me to call you,
There's a question from the deck.
if calling you a
There's
white
a question
woman
from the deck.
if calling you a white woman make you happy,
I know.
but race and gender are two different things.
Wait. There's a question
Yes,
from the
they
deck.
are. Yes, they are. Race and gender are two different things.
We got you, sir.
No.
Draw comparative.
They're both social concepts according to.
You said political. We went politically correct. We included religions. We included ethnicity, race. We included sex.
Gender, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Here
of
we
that.
go.
But
You
you
said political. You opened that door.
All of that.
Now here we are. Now we got a question on the deck. Now I ain't gonna say it damn again.
Oh, we got a question.
Yes,
It's very interesting. So it's okay then for a white person to come in and say,
Nigga.
so right.
Rachel Dolezal.
We
chick
went ham on Rachel.
Rachel.
Rochelle, as she wanted to be.
The chick.
Doja. Like she from New Orleans, huh?
She was an NAACP.
She was a spokesperson.
president of her chapter.
Yes.
I don't put it in the same thing. I'm being, I don't.
It's
But-
not.
No,
But
It's not, but it can be viewed the same way. The perception can align.
That's how people.
And I'm a-
see it and I get it.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Huh?
What you say? You allow it?
I'll allow it.
The issue with race is that it's also tied to ethnicity, and people definitely say you cannot change your ethnicity. So if
Now,
that's what the real issue
You
why
can't.
people are so against people changing their race, because you can't. When people change their race, you don't know what ethnicity they're talking about.
That's
It
true.
could be literally
I get it.
anybody.
That's
And
true.
folks will not tolerate you saying you're a different ethnicity at all. Like not even a little.
You gotta pick
Right.
a side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's why people have such a hard time comparing gender to race, simply because race is one of those things that is so broad. Gender is
can we talk about appropriation?
It is. Yes, we can.
Ooh, I had a bomb. Yeah,
Can we lean to the left? Because when Becky coming in, she be talking like this and she got cornrows in her hair. Y'all ain't feeling that shit.
No, we not.
No. You don't even do that shit, but you're not feeling that she doing that shit.
You let it happen when they.
Oh no, baby, the folks on the cruise, baby, because when we just came from Jamaica, and the number of white people that I saw with cornrows, and they looked a hot mess.
see, I support that because what they do is they go. I support that
They're
because
trying to support the culture that
no, because they
Okay.
charge them out the ass for them. So I support that simply because they are. Because I seen an article where the lady posted where she was like, she had like 2 dookie braids on the side of her head and paid $200 for them. And get your, if they want to do that, get your coin. So I'm gonna allow that. If they want.
Let me ask you this now.
Yeah, she charged $200.
Since we're on the topic of being offended,
Well,
does it offend you when other people are, trying your culture?
Yes.
I'm offended.
But don't you go and try their culture?
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Oh,
There's a difference between appreciation and appropriation.
No, because if you go to Dubai, what you gonna do? You going to get one of the wraps? You going to get you going decked out?
Okay, so I would say
It depends on the country though, because if you're at the visiting, especially some countries, you have to go by their dress code. You have to go by this. You have to go by that. So we're gonna
There's
sit
parts
there-
that you can walk in that you do not have
Yes,
to.
but you
so
got-
we
you
can
mu-
cancel that. You just don't got to go there. If you go into
Appropriation is
any
different from appreciation. There's a line between
Mm.
appropriation is when you take something. Okay, perfect example. You see how you and Eb got the jewels in your hair. Some white girl got on TikTok and was like, "Oh my God, let me tell y'all about this new trend. It's called trinket hair." She called it trinket hair. She called it trinket hair. Trinket hair. Yeah, you know the jewels and the shells and stuff. She called it. She was like, "Let me tell y'all about this
you
new
know,
thing."
I think I saw
It's called
one time before on Instagram this girl.
trinket hair. She
She
called
was
it
trying
trinket
to-
hair. She put all the
She was
little
trying to
things
sell
y'all
a
got in y'all
do-rag for
hair.
like $200 or something
I seen
like
it.
that.
I
You
saw
saw
it.
that? You know what I'm talking
I
about?
seen it.
And
Yes.
I was looking at it, was like,
Because it was a brand.
yeah.
Just a second ago, we were just praising people who really felt like they embraced something and felt like it was something that they identified with.
But y'all are trying to, okay.
Because I'ma always play advocate.
No.
I'ma always play advocate and bring it full circle.
Okay, hold on.
Show you the mirror.
No, because
Exactly what-
y'all are comparing 2 different things. These are things to do with culture and race, and things to do with gender are 2 different things. How is it? How is it
It
bullshit?
depends on how you look at it.
Because here's the thing. I can give a fuck what anybody do.
We got
But
that
here's the issue.
for the
Here's-
35th time. We got you.
Here's the issue. People are just out here. Here's the thing. People are out. Okay, let me ask you this question. How many people, especially black people, have been? Okay, let me ask y'all this. Let's bring it home. If we're gonna really open this can of worms, how many Beckys have been killed for having braids in their hair compared to the number of trans black women who have been killed simply for being transgender? And please don't start about they was fooling people. No, they are hate crimes. They're not fooling people. They're just trying to live their lives and they're getting fucking killed. So if you're gonna say that this is the same, how many white women? I want you to tell me if you can give me one white woman who done had some dookie braids in her head that got killed for having braids. So it's no. We can't even sit here and compare the two because people are dying for. Find me two right now. If you okay, put your money. Find me two. Find me two. No, back that up. Back up. Find me two. Find me two. If it's plenty, find me two. You name me two right now by name.
There are plenty of white people, quote unquote, that have been killed for embracing black people. Period.
I didn't say, and we didn't say embracing black people. We said culture. No, we said cultural appropriation. We didn't say. Now you're bringing up two different things. I said, quote, tell me how many white women have been killed, not for marching with black people, not doing for civil rights, not doing Mississippi burning, not for embracing black people. I said, you find me two white women or two white people who have been killed simply for appropriating black. I said, no, I said, find me two.
You generalized. Everything generalized becomes this, as opposed to we splitting hairs here.
No,
ultimately we are splitting hairs here.
No,
yes, we are, because you want us to find stories about things that happen every day. And we're not comparing. We're not comparing this to that. There are people that are getting killed for taking on black appropriation. You can walk through somebody's hood looking like them, and they don't want you to. You're not gonna see that on the news. I'm not looking for no news story on that. Shit happens every day, but this ain't what we're talking about.
But you're comparing two different things that have nothing to do with each other. And I'm saying that trans women are getting. I can find you. It'll take me 2 seconds to find a story. But he's saying plenty of women have gotten killed for this particular. I'm saying find it. If you can find it, find it. If it's you said plenty.
And race are not the same thing. In Jamaica, there are white Jamaicans, there are black Jamaicans, there are Asian Jamaicans, and they all got braids in their hair. They all got beads in their hair. They all wear red, black, and green.
They're white South
Chinese people that took over.
You are one. You are a people. Yeah.
United States of America getting off the boat.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to create with transgender people. They're trying to create their own race. They want to have their own culture, and that's fine.
No, there's some that want to have their own race and their own culture, and there's some that want to be identified as the same as people that were born that way. And this is the issue that Sir and I are having with this conversation, because now they're being generalized as one, and that's just not so. So now we're talking like everybody that's this, they're doing this, and that's just not so. It's just like you picking, you can't compare this and this. It's compared every day. It's your perception. It's the way that you look at it. You can compare race, and if that's the way that you see it, that's the way you can. I can't shit on the way that you see it. You know what I mean? I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
Whether it's locks, whether it's red hair, whether it's dress, whether it's jewelry, whether it's y'all attire, all of that's cultural and it's representative of where y'all come together in common. Okay? If it was white women in here sharing in y'all culture, maybe they trying to be like y'all and appropriate, that could be the case. But that don't make them black women. That's race. That's where the separation happens. So we can have the same culture and be of different race and be of different ethnic heritage.
So you feel like this about gender as well?
I don't feel like that about gender. I feel like gender is very binary. You were born a man, the doctor called you a man because you had this.
No matter what you do.
You can as a person say, I want to alter something about myself.
No, I'm gonna get another one. I didn't open it.
You can as a person say, I don't feel a certain way, but they got a name. All of that's facts. You're not arguing whether you're lying. We're not arguing whether what you're saying is true.
But you don't feel like this is that because this is what that is. This is what that is. This is what that is.
It's kind of like
You
the
feel
same-
like if you identify as this, then you can be this. If you identify as this, you can be this.
I don't want to date
Let it-
that decided they felt like women and then made
But you don't have to. Nobody's making you.
Right.
He said he just wanted to know how we felt about it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Uh-oh.
They actually are, because now people are flipping it now. Where look at what happened with Genuine. Y'all remember when Genuine was on Big Brother? They had a trans woman kiss him, and he said, "No, I like women." They crucified Genuine.
There isn't, and here's the
Yep.
thing.
He liked women born women.
Perception.
And they crucified him for his
Yeah.
reference, and actually sexual assault.
That's true.
see, I don't. Now, see, here's the thing. I don't support. No. But can
Go back to your original point, though. You was talking about telling white women who get assaulted or whatever. I went to Theodore High School, one of the most racist schools in high school. White cheerleader dating a black dude. The black girls fuck with her, braided her hair in class. She got jumped and got her shit cut out of her hair. Other black girls jumped her, cut her hair. She had to change school.
I believe that.
So don't
Theodore
give that
rough.
shit about, oh, trans women don't get it.
Theodore
White
is
women
a
don't- No,
rough-
that shit is-
That's why I tried to end that conversation because that's why I just said what I said. Yes.
Don't mean the shit don't
what? Okay, let me ask you
Shit
something.
don't get reported, don't mean the shit don't happen.
Was
That's
it-
the problem with
Okay, here's the
How
issue.
shit won't get reported?
Okay, I have a question though. I have a question. I have another question. Was it because of underlying racism and prejudice against her, or was it directly related to
It
the
don't
braids?
matter. We can't say. We're not in the courtroom. We're not defending either side here. This isn't what we're doing.
All I'm saying is these are different. Okay, well, this is what
Because
I'm
you
saying.
trying to get to the bottom of it to make this point equal this, and it's just
no,
not
that's
gonna
not
do
what
it.
I'm doing though. What I'm saying is these. Okay, issues with race is a separate sect. Issues with gender is a sect. Why are we trying to compare apples to oranges? Things that go at race is one separate sect of whatever. Things that are gender is one separate sect. Things that are culture is one separate.
Society dictates that they are different. And the way people act, they are different. The way you are identified, it is different. No matter, as much as I understand if you feel you are way, but I'm sorry. If there's a police report saying there's a 5'6" man, dark hair, black, and I pull this white person, my sergeant gonna be like, what the fuck you doing? Well, they identify as black.
Yeah.
No.
But what if they had a wig
I'm not
on
finishing this conversation
and they were
It's fucking
5'10"?
ridiculous.
They had a wig on and they were wearing a dress, but they had a muscular build.
This is getting fucking ridiculous. I'm not arguing this.
That's how society is.
My point was perception. So you can feel as passionately as you want to feel, but it's the perception of that person. That's
Right.
my whole point here.
Okay, so
So
you
I'm
said-
not debating you on how you feel. First of all, if you know me, I'm never debating on how you feel. I done sat up here at least 11 times now and said I am an advocate for how people feel.
Right.
I can't say how you can't feel you feel like this. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for you. Sit in your feelings. We started right here. Sit in your feelings. Be there. You know what I mean? So I'm never debating that, but I'm always gonna play advocate, baby. And you gonna see it from all sides. My point is always to make you see the bigger picture. You gonna look at it from this, but you also gonna spin that thing around and look at it like this, so you can still feel vindicated. I just want you to hear the other sides too.
I see that's the thing. I look at it from all sides. I'm just saying that you can't compare race. Saying somebody,
You can't keep saying people can't do shit that they do every day.
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't give a damn. If you want to do a
Because
cartoon,
we're
do it
here.
for it. I'm just saying that trying to spin it and compare these two topics when there is a totally different dialogue between these two topics is like it's unnecessary because it's not going to ever be the same set of issues that goes. Yes, there's intersectionality and everything. But if we're going to sit here and say, I'm just saying that you can't say somebody saying that, okay, I'm going to be, because most of the time when somebody's like, I'm trans, people started talking about being transracial when people started talking more about being transgender. It's no different than when people start, you didn't know, you had never heard all lives matter until people started saying Black
That's
Lives
where I
Matter.
was- that's
So
where I
this
was
is
getting at.
this is people
That's why I was
bringing
getting
something in. People didn't start talking about, oh, can I be transracial? Till people started saying they was transgender. This is what people.
Maybe they saw that it wasn't inspired.
This is what people are pushed. People gonna always try to have a counterpoint to be able to support the narrative that they want to do. Like I said,
It's a social.
it's a social thing. It's a social thing.
It's
So
literally a social.
it's like
experiment.
here's my thing. Bottom line, if you want me to call you a white woman, I'm gonna say I can because here's my thing. I can have my personal opinions and still respect somebody. I can respect what you want to become. If somebody comes in here, if I have never met you before. If you come in here, I don't know what's in your pants, and you tell me, "Hi, my name is such and such. I perceive you as a woman. You're a woman." I don't know what's in your pants, and that's the bottom line. And we don't know what's in people's pants. Like they say about the bathroom situation. I'm not in the stall trying to see what's hanging. It takes me 3 minutes to go in the bathroom, use it, wash my hands, and leave. It's not that big of a deal. We can't sit here like, how are we going to say, okay, if you got are we going in the stalls with people? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? If I don't know somebody, I can't sit here and say, well, I think you're this because of this, that, and the third. Okay, I can't sit there. That's all I'm saying. So it's like, if you tell me this is your name, this is you, that's all. I'm going at face value.
So I have this question then. So what happens when so I've been seeing this debate too around this topic where women feel as if everything that's associated with a woman is being pulled. Like we're being told, I'm not gonna say we, because this is my thought. Hold on, let me see how I want to say this. So people are saying like, okay, like for example, everything's changing now to like you're a person, you're not a woman. Mm-hmm. It's becoming more general. Or you're a chest feeding person, you're not breastfeeding.
You don't have to use that.
You have a bonus hole.
Birther, bleeder. You don't have to use that.
But while I don't have to use it, I've seen the debate going back and forth on Twitter for like the past like 2-3 weeks since this little video came out, where it's been, well, you should just accept it. But what if I don't want to?
You don't have to use it. But if somebody wants to use gender neutral terms, you don't have. If you want to say you're breastfeeding, you want to say you have breasts, a vagina, whatever, you can use that. Nobody is trying to make you use these words.
But I would say, but the way society is going, it eventually is going to be, and this is just my opinion on it, eventually it's going to be, you're going to be taught to initially first, because you don't know how a person identifies, you're going to be first to be taught to use gender neutral things.
We live in and you know what you can do, and you know what you can do. If somebody comes to you, and says, "Okay, are you going to
educator though?"
Yeah,
I have to take the approach of asking my students, you know, well, how would you like to be preferred? You know,
what are your pronouns?
Can I ask the range of grades that you teach of a high school?
I'm secondary. I'm just secondary in general. Middle school, high school.
Secondary. They're asking.
So I've had.
What's your preference?
I've had students, you know, that, you know, on the outside, you look like a boy, but Ms. Williams, my name is such and such, and I would like to be preferred as a girl. Yes, ma'am.
That's all it is. That's literally the bottom line.
And you said you're not doing that, especially because they're a child. Do you feel like it's a different from a child to an adult that are identifying as a different gender? Do you feel like they're too young to, or wait, we about to get canceled for real. Do I need to open this? We're going deeper and deeper down home. So stop me if I. We got what? I don't know what to do.
I don't do that.
You do it with my hands.
Look, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Producer said, hold on.
Yes, that's what she would prefer. Yeah. Yeah.
But what if you don't?
That is your choice.
What if you kept calling him his name?
Having the choice of saying, no, I'm not going to accept that. I won't disrespect you. I will just call you by your name. Right. Why is it I have to agree, seen as the equivalent of respecting? The respect comes in me not downing you.
Well, for me, it was, I wanted to build, it's my way of creating a safe space for that student, you know, and you know, put it out there.
I'm asking specifically, why is the inverse of that situation considered the evil or the wrong choice?
Because that's society.
Because it's society.
I thought we were
It's
just saying
society.
that.
That's the bullshit that we have to live with. That's legit what it is.
But did we
It is.
just talk about being able to safely make a choice?
I mean, but if you,
So you saying that the choice should be going both ways.
Right.
yeah.
If I don't want to give my energy to adapting to what you want me to adapt to, I should still be able to be respectful. And it's
Okay,
not me
so I have-
disrespecting you. It's my preference to not call you Sheila when your name is Dave. It's my preference to keep calling you Dave. Your mama called you Dave. I'm gonna call you Dave. So if they said no, nigga, I'm Sheila, bitch. You don't feel like you disrespected them because you said, so you gonna call him Sheila.
You call me Sheila if you want to be called Sheila. But I know Tracy. And I'm not going to call you a woman, but I know Tracy's a woman.
And Sheila and Tracy are not
Okay, I have another question.
synonymous.
Here's my thing. I feel like because of the political climate we live in, and this is society, this is how society has cultivated themselves. This is me. This is what I do. For most unfriendly political opinions I have, I keep them to my damn self. Because that's what you got to do these days. If you
He don't want to keep it to himself no more.
and you
he
have
wants to tell here's
because
Sheila,
here's the thing.
you are not a woman, but I'll call you
okay,
Sheila.
let me ask you a question. What is that? Are you trying? Okay, let me ask you a question. What are you? Okay, and this is a genuine question. What are you getting out of that? Like, what are you feeling good about yourself? Like, what are you getting from?
No.
No. I'm asking, what are you getting? What are you stand to?
I like the tone you took with that. Let's reword. Let's redo that.
Okay. I'll say it this. Okay.
We're not doing it that way. We reword it, whatever you got to do. But I felt that energy in the way you worded it.
Okay. Here's my thing. What?
You want to be called Sheila? Oh, you Sheila all day. Sheila, you going to play ball with us? You going to play ball?
Okay, so that's all most people, and that's all most people want.
Okay, so then he's saying, but you want me to call you a woman too? Well, my preference is that I don't agree with that. Like, that's not my, I don't agree with that.
You cannot agree with
I don't
that.
see you as that, but I'll call you Sheila.
And you know what?
So his question is, why is that disrespectful? When he's respecting himself and his own preferences, why is it disrespecting you? Because you want to be called a woman when I already called your ass Sheila.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. You don't have to. Okay, I'm gonna say this. You don't have to call them a woman, but you also don't have to keep calling them a man if it makes them feel bad.
He didn't say he was calling him a man.
Well, that's the point I'm trying.
Said
That we're
why is it disrespectful?
We're fighting from the same side
to someone else that wants me to call them a woman because I feel like it's disrespectful for me, basically, to call you a woman. That's not my view. I don't view you as that. I feel like nah.
But do you?
But I'll call you Sheila.
It's the pronoun.
It's the pronoun.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna say Sheila.
The he,
all
she.
day in every sentence.
Oh, the he, that.
They might. But you can also use they.
Okay, Sheila, you see, Sheila, you want to come? Sheila, you coming? Cause Sheila, you coming? Cause Sheila come, but Sheila.
But I feel like
his name is Sheila.
Look.
That's what this is. But nah, he gonna do that. That's what he gonna do. That's his name is Sheila. That's compromise. Sheila is his.
If that's what you gotta do, if you got to refer, and here's the thing, if you gotta refer to somebody,
I thought there were papers in here. I guess it's just worms.
Okay.
That's fine. But here's the thing, that's perfectly.
But he probably would just be like, "Hey, no,
Okay,
not even Sheila.
here's the thing,
Just hey,
we're
hey, you want
right
to come
now,
down here?
me and you
You
are
want
on
to get
this-
the grub? Hey, Sheila, bro.
Can Here you go.
Yeah.
Right now, me and him, we're on the same vibe. If you
He
calling
said
them,
you ain't on his vibe
if you're calling them by their name,
because you call
keep
Sheila
you-
a woman,
keep
and he's
you-
not doing that shit.
no, at this point right here, if the way you can, if you're compromising your brain, if you can keep that's the thing, if you can respect somebody and not make them feel bad, if you have to constantly say their name, and they're gonna, if you want them to call you whatever you want to
By
call,
not pushing their gender on you. not forcing you to accept their
Just
gender.
use their name. If you
weak.
use it, so if you
pull
feel
another
that
one.
strong,
That's one week.
if you
The proper terms is they,
you can
them,
use they,
their.
they and the
They.
people people. Okay, let me ask you something. Why do I'm gonna ask this question. Why do black folks have so much trouble using they and them? But time they start gossiping and don't want to,
They don't want to do it. That man just sat up here and told you for 35 minutes. He'll call you Sheila, but he's not calling you no woman. He don't want to.
I didn't say he
don't want
to. You
to.
can use their
It's not their
name.
preference for this acceptance, and they're saying that should be accepted
okay,
too.
Okay, let me
I
ask you
wanna
something.
read this
If
topic.
we gonna call it, okay, we gonna compare. Okay, so if a white person come to you and keep calling you nigga, and they say they don't see you as nothing but a nigga, are you gonna take them calling you nigga? If we gonna do
You're
that,
not gonna sit up here and call me nigga, but I can't change you from feeling like I'm a nigga. I can't change your perception on that.
but you
Like you can't change you calling Sheila a female and him calling him a man.
But that's what I'm saying. If y'all want,
Right.
Okay.
Now let me
So
tell you
why
something.
did
You're not gonna call me no nigga to my face.
So okay, but okay, no, but y'all
You can
wanna
do that
compare
shit
race-
behind my back, behind the wall,
but that's the
closed
same
door, whatever
thing
you
y'all
want.
saying.
But
Y'all want to put race and gender. If y'all want to use race and gender in the same
Not gonna
regard,
call me no
if
nigga,
y'all
nigga,
want to
nigga.
use that to justify
Excuse me?
what y'all saying, I'm
What?
gonna use the same. I'm gonna use y'all logic against y'all. He feel like you a nigga. He feel.
You see the problem with you creating? That's the problem.
That's the problem. I say just bottom line, respect people.
10 years ago, you was born.
Transgender people have always been around. Transgender people have always been around as long as people have been around.
Wasn't always around. That's what they're saying. It was simple back then.
Just respect people. Just respect.
no.
Just respect
Let
people.
Double D Double S say something right quick before you read this topic. Let her finish her statement.
Go ahead, good.
All I was gonna say, I work in telecommunication. If Christopher is on the phone and I hear a deep voice,
I've had
but
that.
Christopher wants me to call
I've
him
had
Amelia,
that.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
I've
And you
had
know
that.
why? Because I'm offending her, him, they. But how am I supposed to know? We don't
I have
put
definitely had that
female,
on the
male,
job.
woman, man. We don't put none of that. We don't put they, them nowhere on their account. We see your money. We see what you want to do with your account, and we trying to get you off the phone in 5 minutes or less.
I call him a million, or you gonna call him Christopher?
If he tell me a million,
This
but
her
I see
job.
Christopher, I will say a million. But if I see Christopher, I'm gonna say, "Hi, Mr. Christopher. How are you doing today?" And because I'm Southern and I was raised a certain way, to say Mr., Mrs., yes ma'am, no ma'am, I might spit that out too. But if I offend you, I'm not trying to offend you.
I'm just doing my
So-
job.
Exactly.
I'm just doing my job. I've been out. That
Everybody's not. People are not gonna bite your head off if you don't know.
Yes, they do.
Yes,
What?
Yes,
If
they
you
do.
don't know, you don't know.
Oh God, yes
I
they
get
do.
those soup calls every fucking time.
They don't care. Because here's the thing. So you talk to them on the
Ooh,
phone,
yes, they do.
but this is the 30th time today that this has happened to them.
Even
so by the
via
time that you get
email,
on the
they
phone
do.
with them, they ready to go. That if you call me Mr. one more goddamn time, I done
don't-
told these folks on this account.
I don't use
My
gender
name is
terms at
this.
work. I don't
And-
use gender terms at work.
So look, and
I
now
don't.
in
I don't say yes,
telecommunications,
ma'am. I don't say no, ma'am. I say yes.
you're no longer.
I don't say. We don't say that at work.
Yes,
my
you're
job.
no longer allowed to use them. That's what I was getting at.
We don't.
You're no
use
longer allowed to use the prefix.
because you don't know.
Regardless of the argument, everybody else that loves the door, that's gonna make it. We all get passionate these times. My point was this: at what point does the other side think, you know what? That's a boundary for them. I respect that enough to allow them to call me by my name and let that be it. I just refuse to accept.
But they're good.
I feel like
bad.
that comes with maturity.
Who don't? I just refuse to accept the fact that I'm not going to be villainized.
Yeah.
Just because I don't agree. That is my
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And I'm not pushing you to disagree with that.
Sheila.
This Sheila and David is like, where's Sheila? I gave you Sheila.
Right, gave you she. It's in the name.
I bet you halfway, Sheila.
I respect
Hey,
fellas.
Sheila.
Respect for sure.
Your credit card
All right.
check you out.
All right, we blowing out the mics, guys. We're blowing out the mics. 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 All right, we're gonna calm down. We're gonna go to another topic. We're gonna leave that alone before we get canceled for real. Everybody just take an inhale. Wait.
I'm not mad because I stand 10 toes
So we
down.
can bring the energy back down because
Yeah.
we're blowing the mics. We're blowing the mics.
No,
Can
I'm
everybody
good.
just take an inhale?
But that's good.
Everybody just take an inhale.
Oh my God.
Exhale it out so we can calm it back down. We spiking on the mics, all right? So Nay Nay or whatever.
Oh, I ain't mad at nobody. Y'all who don't know,
Oh,
me know I get
oh,
mad.
the sponsor Black
Know that
Renaissance.
my name.
The sponsor shop
Hush.
Black Renaissance, which is how you can find them. Shop blackrenaissance.com because we does it for the culture. We do it for the culture. Culture over everything. Make sure that you protect the culture. If you weren't tuned in to the brunch earlier, where you would have saw that on display. So once again, shout out to shopblackrenaissance.com where you can use the code LLC20 to get an additional 20% off. Now go ahead and shop for real first.
Yes.
Don't just be trying to, but still, you're welcome.
I like that.
Sign up for the email list too.
And one thing I'm gonna do is cut a shirt up. Now I should have wore another one. Look.
Hey,
I
Kim
tried to
Taurus
switch it
and
up.
Forrest.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
And
shout
my
out
titties
to
is hot.
Kim,
It's
shout
not
out to
good, but
Taurus.
They're-
You know what I
Forrest.
mean?
I love
They
Taurus.
super dope, very genuine people.
Everything they
So
made.
much love to
I
y'all.
love their stuff.
But
Yeah,
sign
my-
up for
I
that
just
email
go
list
broke
too,
every
y'all,
time
because
I
they be
on that
just
site.
like, you know what?
Yeah, I'm
Today
sick of it.
Tuesday, I'm gonna do a sale. So sign
I'ma
up
take
for
myself-
the email list.
Then my
I'm
cousin-
taking myself off because they got all my
Today.
money.
Yes. I
Can't wait
remember.
to send off to 10
I want a
p.m.
gift card. and
Buy one, get one.
Oh,
held
I
that
be on the
gift card
email
so
like,
long.
ooh, and then I miss. I'm like, God damn it.
And then you know
Yes.
what's worse? The fact
Huh?
that they had the audacity to break it up into 4 payments. I said, look at this.
Yeah, that's crazy. They sure did. They sure
What it
did.
is.
Like Klarna?
Break it up some in the phone.
Have to pay like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right.
It feels so much better than paying.
Klarna
everyone.
ain't have to pay off the
Yes,
double
and
bill.
Zip Pay too.
Girl.
Zip
Yeah,
Pay.
PayPal.
I
PayPal
bet.
do it too.
I
And
bet.
you can break it up into
Yes,
4
PayPal
payments.
too. People,
Or
how
you
you
can
buy
break
the
it up
plane
into
tickets?
6
Pay in
payments.
full. You can
So-
travel on a pay in full, y'all. I love paying full. Shout out to paying full, man.
Excuse me.
Shout out.
They're
All right,
both
we got a topic.
When this artist died, I was hurt.
Prince.
When this artist, ooh,
Prince. Prince.
I feel that.
When this
Prince.
artist-
I'm gonna go last until I hear mine. Go ahead.
What MJ? For
Yours,
sure.
MJ?
And I.
Come on,
Yes.
When she do the
Love
she did
you.
Yeah, she did that.
Will always. Look, don't get me the. Sometimes I feel like a.
Okay,
Y'all
you
better
said
name somebody else.
You said MJ. You
Come
said
on, y'all
Whitney. Who else got another one?
Yeah, mine was MJ because my world just stopped. I can tell you exactly where I was.
I think
Lord.
all
Yeah.
of
I
us.
could too.
I think
My-
all of us. I can tell where I was for all of them.
Mine had to be between Michael Jackson and Prince because I remember teaching.
Once again,
I was standing up teaching and I saw my phone. I said, "What are you talking about? Prince died." And then one of my students had
Girl.
audacity to say, Who is Prince?"
Oh Lord.
What?
Who is Prince?
Who is Prince?
Oh my goodness.
No, because
It's a lot.
Oh,
but no. But see, here's my thing. Celebrities don't invoke an emotional response to me because I don't know them. So it's like I don't. I mean, yeah. See, I'm like this. Like, oh damn. See, me is more of the way they died. Like that is
Okay.
what will evoke an
Okay.
emotional response.
I
Like
can
when
see that.
Chester Bennington, when we found out he died. Like I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Like that. It's more of I respond more to the way they died.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shit, Aaliyah.
Yeah, like the way people.
And we were all
that
young.
was-
Well, most.
That was
But-
mine. That was mine.
but it's.
I was in my youth. Let me just be.
You said who?
Let me-
Listen,
Who is yours?
I was in the 7th grade.
You said you.
Either.
I didn't. I
I
don't.
just no. They said
People.
No, I don't know
they
them.
said it depends on how they die
How
as well.
dare y'all
And
say
so
y'all didn't feel
Aaliyah's
a way
death
about
was really
baby
like, wow.
girl.
But I was in middle school.
Y'all didn't feel a way when baby girl died.
No,
Y'all that no, I'm not these two motherfuckers.
no, I
And then guess what? Guess what?
Girl.
They didn't even put her on the front page of the paper. She
Bro.
was. You had to flip
Bro.
and see the little article.
Bro.
Prince
That
was
she
on the
had
front
on the
page.
Like, it
Let
was
me
a
tell you
paper.
why it hurt
Left
me so
eye.
bad. Let me tell you why it was so bad.
And she was a little
then
wild, but
left
I'm a
eye.
little wild too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
That
why
guy
it was.
got me.
Let me tell you why it was so
In the middle
bad.
of the album.
When I say I was a Aaliyah
Yeah.
and Brandy stan growing up,
The journey she was on, and then
Who?
damn, in the middle of you just got
and
all
then
this
Yeah.
right
and
there.
then that, and then Left Eye. What,
That's what
6
we was
months
talking
after?
about.
Literally, Aaliyah's and Left Eyes hurt me the most because I was a stan of that girl. Everything about her was just natural beauty. This she didn't have to do the
Yeah.
sexy thing. I woke up getting ready for school to my stepdad saying, "Baby, I hate to tell you this, but the girl that you like so much, Aaliyah, died." I said, "You lying."
Oh,
Bro, I was
but-
y'all, for real. I was in denial for 2 weeks until
wow.
I saw her damn funeral on TV. I was like, I'm not gonna believe this. Y'all playing with me. And then I saw that. I said, bro, she gone. I was,
It was-
12 years old.
It was the I Miss You
and
video
then-
for me.
Ooh,
And they was all
then-
on there crying.
And then 9/11
It was
happened.
the MTV.
And then 9/11 happened.
No, it was,
and then come
me, it was
around
the
May,
MTV
Left
making
Eye
the-
dies in a car
it
accident.
was the MTV making
2
the
weeks
video.
before her fucking 31st birthday. Like, bro,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was so up in middle school
Yeah.
by that.
Yeah, I was
Ooh.
sad by TLC.
Ooh.
I was sad
See,
by
I
Left
could
Eye.
Now they
sad
about to.
for
Now all the
people.
men about to be like, oh,
I could be
I didn't
sad
feel
for
nothing with
people.
Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah, I could feel sad.
I wasn't a rap
for-
person like that.
No,
I
for
mean,
So,
I was
I
four.
felt the impact from like my brothers. Like, damn, that's fucked up, but it ain't mean nothing to me at that time.
I guess male art.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Oh no,
Huh?
when Nipsey,
They coming
when
for
I
me.
found about Nip, oh
It was
baby, I
Nipsey.
was hurt.
That hurt me because I
That
wasn't.
hurt. I was.
I'm
I
not a
wasn't
rap fan
Nipsey
like
fan,
that.
so Nipsey didn't really.
But I'm a Lauren London fan.
I was.
And
big
so
on Nip.
seeing that she finally got to a place to where she found somebody, she found her
I was
person.
big
Yeah.
on-
I was
My heart
heartbroken
hurt
for
for
her.
I wasn't a Nipsey
And
fan.
then I found out what he did for the culture, what he did for the community.
Yeah.
So I was upset, just like Montrez. I was upset that it was something so
Now for me, it was
like
Takeoff.
what?
It was Takeoff. More
Really?
recently. Takeoff.
Oh yeah, that fucked me up.
That was
one, too.
fucked up.
It
That
was
hurt
the
my
now
heart.
I didn't. Takeoff wasn't my favorite, but I did love what he did for the Migos.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
So
what
when I
but
woke
it's
up
fucked
to
up. Like that's why
the
I'm at.
way
Like,
he died,
that
it was
and
fucked
then
up
see,
because
that's my
like
response.
the way
It's
he
like,
died
oh
was
shit,
fucked
that's
up.
fucked
It's like,
up. But
how
I'm
is-
not finna like lose sleep over
it was like how
that's-
it's not that I didn't lose sleep over, but it was like
It
how
bothered
did
me.
the one that
It bothered
don't
me.
Be involved with nothing.
He's the most quietest one,
See,
the most
that's what-
reserved
see,
one.
That's what I was saying. Like
That's-
with
that shit is
musicians,
He
you
kept
kind of
to
like
himself.
have a relation to them. You kind of have a.
Mine was Pop Smoke. I was saying
Oh God, my
Yeah,
nephew.
that was fucked up too.
I wasn't a fan of his, but I didn't like how he died.
And then I didn't even know his
To,
music until
to,
after he
um,
died. Like,
to,
Nate.
XX Tentacion,
Oh yeah.
the way he died,
Yeah.
that fucked me
I
up.
thought that
Fucked
was
Nah,
messed
I
up.
love Mr. Dolph. I said y'all bullshit.
That dog.
I said them
Dog
TMZ ain't supposed to. I ain't believing y'all.
But
And
dog was
then
crazy because
Dog was
dog
crazy.
Oh, Lord.
like you could see his hand hanging out the window.
Yes,
That
I
was
saw
was
that.
trash.
People need to stop doing that. That is just people have no
Well, you
fucking
know, with
decorum.
XX Tentacion,
they
had
were
video
showing
of
him in the car. They were shoving him.
He
Like,
was
who would
literally
see
like
that?
I was
dying.
like, why
He
y'all
was dying in
posting
the
this?
car, and they was recording him dying.
They
as
was
he
like,
died.
y'all.
People
I think
do
he gone.
anything
Like,
to
put
get
your
a
fucking
view
phone
and a
down.
like and have no decorum. That's just
No.
It's like don't be posting that.
The
That's
one
rude.
with Takeoff, the way you
That's
see
what like
Quavo.
trauma
Takeoff.
porn. I don't
You
know why
see
people
Quavo's
love
like,
trauma
what should
porn.
we do? Why is your phone out? Go get help.
Yeah,
He
he
was-
screamed.
His,
Yeah.
like, what is wrong with that?
I don't
Come
watch
on,
nothing like that.
for-
I'm not watching
For
nothing
all
like that.
intents and purposes, your phone don't need to be out for every damn thing.
Yeah.
This is generation though.
That's
They
this-
everything they
These
do
young folk now.
because
They
that's
I want to be the first
to
to report. Ooh, I
That's-
see. I was there when it happened.
They
You don't
rather
give a fuck.
record
What
than go
did
get
you
help.
do to help?
yes, people do.
Oh, I'm
Let's not talk about this.
Why would you do it?
What the fuck?
Let's not talk
I'm
about
gonna
somebody
be
We
honest.
wasn't even thinking about Angela.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There is one
Let
person.
me look. Okay.
No,
We're gonna do a couple more of these guys.
She was
Hey,
because she was on up there anyway.
She was
So I was
nagging.
like,
Good.
I was was like, she going to glory.
She was
Amen.
92.
I didn't cry.
All right, y'all blowing my mics
Since
out.
Tyson been old a long
She was 90.
Okay,
Y'all blowing my
He
mics
been old a
out.
long time.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
Hold on,
this
Mike.
one. When
Look,
one,
just like Morgan
it's
Freeman,
one
they came
particular
out old,
celebrity
65.
that if they were to die, I'm just leaving the internet for a month. If something happened to Beyonce, I'm leaving the internet for a month. I'm not getting on the internet at all.
Hey,
I am leaving the internet completely.
It's gonna go.
I'm
Viral.
going,
What?
That's
I'm
gonna
going
be
to
worse than Michael Jackson.
I'm going to the library. I'm going to the library.
Anyway.
I'm gonna go buy some books.
Speaking of artists, I have a double whammy because I have two questions that are in the same field.
Okay.
All right. So one question is, I don't know which order to ask them in. I'm just gonna ask them how I pulled them. Okay, wait before you start saying stuff, guys, gals.
And then she come out.
Do you still listen to R. Kelly's music? And or who's a musical legend that's overrated?
Beyonce.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Them bees for the show in the comments. Don't do that.
Look, y'all don't.
When they gonna call me
me
fat? I know I'm fat. What they gonna do?
Don't
You said the bees gonna be in the.
The
I
bees
don't
gonna
care.
be-
She's old.
Oh, hold on.
She's a good entertainer. She's not a great singer. Her fans annoy me.
Okay,
I agree.
that's valid.
I'm not.
Her fans annoy
I'm
me.
not disagreeing with that.
Her fans
I
annoy
agree.
the fuck.
Wait a minute.
There are Beyonce songs that I feel like. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Beyonce. I'm not discredited. I can go down a whole rabbit hole about Beyonce and a lot of different
We're on the
stuff,
time
but-
limit though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not gonna go through that because me and my psychology friends that analyzed the situation. But here's the thing: she was The thing is, she's not a. I'm not saying she can't sing. She's a great entertainer. She's successful, but I do feel like I don't feel like Beyonce is the authentic Beyonce just because if you look at the way her relationship, the way her dynamics, her singing and all, I'm gonna go all psychology on that and everything because I look at stuff like that. I don't think that this is authentic Beyonce. I think this is what was created for her because if you look,
a character.
her dad, you gotta look at it. She was the thing is with Beyonce was the front runner of a group that her dad was managing. If we split hairs, she a Nepo baby. So she's a Nepo baby. If we gonna split hairs, I'm not discrediting her. I know, but see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna.
But if you gonna talk about it with her though, I mean,
We're gonna be honest. I'm not discrediting it. Yo, when I found out Aretha Franklin was a Nepo baby, I was like, dang, because you used to those people from back in the day growing up hard and poor, and she was a Nepo baby that came from money. I love Aretha Franklin though. Yeah, a lot of people, it's like, I'm not saying, it's just, I feel like
Here's the thing.
Technically,
But here's the thing.
she just,
is
in
a
my
nerd.
opinion, she's
As an
overrated.
artist and as an artist cultivator, I feel like Beyonce put her work in. You may not feel like she's the
not
best
saying-
singer, but she holding her own for everything that people said that, oh, her voice don't hurt. She could look, she went through a lot of voice training. She dances and sings. She dances for hours on end. She's not even a dancer, but she make you believe that shit every time she on goddamn stage. She'll be the first to tell you, I don't even do this shit. But what I need to do, okay, Papa, I can't.
I'm not discrediting her talent. She's a talented woman. She's a great entertainer. I'm not discrediting her as a person. Obviously, she got more money than me. She's more famous than me.
I'm just saying
she's overrated. I can have that, just like we said earlier. I can have that.
I respect her craft. I respect your opinion, but I respect her craft because you can't tell me that this Beyonce right here is bootylicious. It's even bootylicious. Or say my name. Or the little girl singing for the Soul Train audition. You can't tell me that's the same person. Like, look at
I'm not saying,
you gotta
I'm not discrediting
you gotta
her.
give her credit for how far she's come, huh?
Oh, I'm not discrediting.
she's overhyped.
We're not getting
she's
no phone
overhyped.
conversation, sir. You stay back there.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say I think she's overhyped because
Her
fan
fans.
base, but also how she markets herself. Because come on,
Right.
man, Beyonce don't do interviews like how she used to do.
They stopped that.
Secretive.
They stopped that when they was
Very
I want to
secretive,
be a Black
and she's
Panther.
very selective.
They was
when
high.
she
They
do
stopped that.
stuff,
Literally, when
it
she
gets
broke ties
like her
from her
marketing
dad
and stuff
management,
is great.
She
things
blew up.
shifted for
Her career became much
Now say this
better once she
again.
took control of her own career.
Yeah,
When she
it's just like
yeah.
when you downplay yourself because you live in you downplaying yourself, but you're supposed to be this. So
Literally,
you downplaying
when she-
yourself living under your dad's reign.
when
This is the
she
job.
broke ties,
And then
with
you
her
break
dad,
ties, and then you go into the job that you're supposed to have, and then you elevating your abundance and your overflow and all that. That was just reconfirmation that you.
Because
get
think
better
about the
than
albums
baby.
Beyonce from Destiny Child up to her solo career. The last album she did with her dad being part of the management was Sasha. My bad.
Was
Sasha
it
Fierce?
was it Sasha
This
B-Day?
is uncomfortable, sir.
And I've been waiting to hear what Kirsten had to say. Kirsten been trying to talk since I read the thing. I wasn't cutting you off. I was just
Look, I'm like, I don't know what to do. We're already sharing this. This is like a close point. I've been holding that in the whole time we've been singing. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, it's like it wasn't like my turn. Oh, it's your turn. My turn. Your turn.
First of all, it went David like this at first.
This is like every man's fantasy right here. Jesus Christ. Anywho,
Save that
women,
for
don't forget
tomorrow. Save that for tomorrow.
Safe word.
Safe word.
but no, like if you really think about it, the last album she did with her dad being under her dad's management was Sasha. I Am Sasha Fierce. When she did the 4 album on, you see the shift in music. You know what I'm saying? All of those albums went up. Like nothing discredit from Destiny's Child.
I got nothing.
Maybe you too much.
That's a
But
talent. That snapping is a talent.
But I want to say,
But you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of the caliber of it in a
yeah,
way.
it's right. But I'm agreeing with you on the fact of the overratedness. Like I said, I'm probably
Okay,
a lot
base.
older than y'all. I'm 46. So
You
I
good,
grew up
girl.
on
I know,
Anita
damn.
Baker, Mickey Howard, Stephanie Mills, Shaka
That's
Khan. Those
There was some
ladies.
beefing women back then.
Them church trains.
Messy.
But those women, you had to have talent.
yes.
You had to know how to sing. You had to know how to
I
write.
got one from back then.
I can't necessarily say what about Diana Ross though.
That's who I was.
I forgot her
light
too.
skinned.
I forgot her too. Diana Ross.
She
Like,
overrated. to me.
right. Those women.
You said she's overrated.
Yeah.
You know
Diana
what?
Ross
You
is
said Diana
overrated.
Ross,
But you know what? Diana Ross. Diana Ross was
She
the
only
big.
got famous.
She
because
was the big. Wait, Diana Ross was the Beyonce of that time. Ah. Diana Ross was the Beyonce of that time. If you go back and look at the group and how she was in the group, and
Okay,
then
Dream
she,
Girls.
it was the same thing. But
And I don't think saying an artist is overrated is discrediting their
It's
success,
not.
their talent. It's just it's like they don't. I study behavior. I studied like I don't want to go. You gonna make me go on my tangent of her behavior.
We're not gonna make you do that because once
No.
again we're on the time.
I
limit.
know, so I'm not gonna go on that. But maybe that'll be something
literally, if
for
you
another
watch the
time.
Swarm show,
oh my
Who's your
goodness,
favorite
we watched
artist?
That Swarm show was crazy.
The fashions was everything for Diana, so I think that's what her bag was.
It was the wig that
And
was
I
killing
think,
me.
and I think another thing too.
The hair and the clothes.
Another
and
thing
then the way
too,
she talked.
Y'all gotta take turns because
Another,
we can't hear everybody at once when you're talking on the mic. So we gotta
oh,
use our courtesy.
okay.
Okay.
Because I think Diana was the girl because she was Let's be
Gotta use what you got to get what you want, Sean.
She was taking it for the team.
Like, I mean, the story of Dreamgirls is literally about the Supreme.
Yes.
However,
And Beyonce and
well, I won't really put them in it because
Dreamgirls came out before
Dina-
Beyonce.
but it's,
Dina is
It-
not
yeah.
Diana
they
Ross.
transpired that
Because
situation
Dina
transpired
was
the same
the
way.
quiet one with the subtle voice. She just had to look.
You told
We
me
all
yesterday
know
I can do
who
what I want.
Powerhouse was. And if you don't know the real Supreme story, then it's like,
I mean, Diana Ross, she was a great singer.
Yeah.
She was a great singer. You can't take that from her.
Friends real quick, because I'm just gonna answer the question. question that
Go
was
ahead.
asked.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who else?
Oh, the R. Kelly
No,
one.
the initial
The
question.
R. Kelly one. The R. Kelly.
We never did.
You still stuck in the name of love.
If it comes on,
That's not the issue. The issue is that when everyone is talking at once, we don't hear anybody.
Oh,
So it either has to be one person to, can banter, but when everybody's talking, you don't hear none of it.
Yeah, it can't be the first one. Okay,
it's getting
so
good.
if it comes on, I'm not necessarily gonna cut it off, or I'm not gonna run out of a room.
Good light note.
Ooh, nah, 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 nah.
No, it's step on the name of love. No, I'm gonna do my little 2-step and spin
Oh
around.
my God, they're playing.
Cause you know,
Everybody,
now 12 play, but if
One,
it's step in the name of love,
welcome to my
fly-
room
I
for
believe I
fun.
can fly. I can sing at the top of my lungs because Space Jam is one of my favorite movies.
Oh, I believe I can fly. Still be bumping.
And the man's pen game. But but other than that, no, I don't listen.
Yeah, I don't. He's not on any of my playlists. Like
He's
I'm
not
not.
on my playlist.
I'm not going to actively listen to him, but if I'm listening to the radio, and I'm not, like you said, I'm not going to be like, ew, no, I'm not going to listen to that. Like I'm not going to I'm not going to seek out R. Kelly to listen because there's plenty of good. Because if we start because here's another thing I realized when we start saying we're not going to listen to R. Kelly, okay, we can't listen to Michael Jackson, we can't Jackson. Because the man is sick, but he is a good writer. That's all I got.
And all of
You got a
B2K's
question?
second album. You
Yeah,
don't have
he's a good writer,
There's no
but he's a
bubble
sick
girlfriend.
individual.
Your
That's all I got.
body's
We got a question from the pit crew.
Yes,
The
sir.
pit? Okay. The pit crew.
Oh God.
No, he wrote for me.
Yeah, he did.
The commentary on Beyonce and finally get to the question. My question is for the women in the room. This is a woman's issue.
Oh Lord.
Do y'all believe that Kels is the monster that they portrayed?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
he literally.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let me explain something to you. He never. Okay, I'm gonna tell you
The
something.
Boondocks already told
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna explain something to
He
you.
did
Oh shit.
everything except hog tied that girl, because that's the only thing. When he said hog tied, I believed it. I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
No.
Hog tied.
Okay.
You got a hog tied, huh?
The thing with R. Kelly is
Got a hog tied nobody.
R. Kelly has never hid who he was. People just chose to ignore
I
him
give you that.
because he
I
was
give you
entertaining. The man married a 14-year-old girl. Like,
And
I don't
That
care.
didn't really happen though.
No, he
Yes, it
married
did.
Aaliyah. He married Aaliyah.
Yes,
the,
it did.
He
the
married
marriage
Aaliyah.
license
happened.
is out there on record.
It happened.
He married Aaliyah.
You can look
Yeah,
up
it
the marriage
did.
license.
It happened.
Well, I understand that it was
No.
a false marriage
The
license.
marriage
So that
license
it
was
looked like it was
released.
valid, but the fact that it was the
Like-
conjured up plan so that he
like
could
the-
sleep with the
He
14-year-old.
slept with a
It's
14.
the issue.
And then
I don't
okay,
care if
and
the
then-
marriage license was real or not, but the fact that he was in that back room and it was testified by
He did.
multiple witnesses.
No, it's not.
We not doing
we
this.
not because
We are on the time limit. I keep stopping the door. You're not gonna come up. You ain't even on camera.
Let's go to the next question. Next question.
We're not doing
Next
this.
question.
What? He put it in his cup himself. Look at my face.
No, there's no marriage license where he married Aaliyah.
It is. It is.
Okay.
No license.
It is.
Okay.
My question for you now.
It is.
Again, black women.
Evil.
Aaliyah was one of y'all. Okay, the perception created was part of that media machine, that image, whatever it was that made them say,
Okay. I'm just
y'all
gonna
married.
Wait.
I'm
How
Wait,
y'all
wait.
feel about that?
About
It wasn't-
what
I-
he did.
we're
He
we're
didn't marry her. That wasn't
he-
real.
he-
But the fact that they put that out there to create this,
but he did it. Do you really
it
want
wasn't
to?
married.
But okay, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Because they couldn't
No, let me
legally
ask
be
you a-
married.
Let me ask you a question.
I understand what he's saying too.
I get what you no. I get what.
But at
I
this
get
point,
what
I just like to fuck with him.
I get what you're saying.
He likes
I
to
get-
stir the pot.
I get what
Just
you're saying,
mix
but
it up.
do you really want to sit here and argue the
Me too. She
mechanics
likes to
of the
stir the pot.
statutory rape of a minor.
No.
That is what we're doing. You're arguing the mechanics.
We're not talking about sex. He's talking about the fact that
He's
we
saying the
so
perception.
put it out there and it was taken as law, period.
But it was true.
It never happened.
But he still.
Here's the thing. I'll answer your question.
Oh God.
Okay.
Even if he didn't marry her, he still did it. He still.
I can.
No, he didn't. I'm saying he still laid down with the child. That's what I'm saying. So you really.
This is why I'm going to answer your question.
Oh,
my
man, you
God.
really gonna sit here and try to blame a minor, bro? You sick as fuck.
A minor?
But here we
14
go.
is a minor.
How do you know she's 14?
Nigga, she had a birthday.
I guess if she did it now, it don't matter.
No, how old are you?
Aaliyah died at
22.
22, sir.
Bro, we gonna change this topic. We gonna get canceled for real.
You know, when she was 14, she had sexual.
This is why I'm going to tell you, though.
We don't know that.
But I can tell you personal experience.
Okay.
And I can tell you personal experience from those around me. And I can tell you that it is not.
Let me give you a good example.
It is not strange for young women to sleep with older guys. Matter of fact, it was something that was really praised on shows like Saved by the Bell, Family Matters, things like that, where it's an older college guy. That was the mindset. I can speak on my personal experience. I've only dated guys that are older than me, and at one time, I shamefully.
It's not, whoa, it's not just our
But
culture.
this is what happens.
No,
Why?
It's not just our
Because
culture.
also in our culture, we sweep a lot of things under the rug called molestation. And so in our households, what's presented, no, let me say this. Let me say this. But you asked me my question and I'm answering it. But you didn't let me finish my answer.
Reclaiming my time.
I want you to let me finish what I'm going to say. There's a prerequisite in a lot of Black homes because there's a lot of molestation happening amongst the older guys and the younger women. And there's a lot of people that are sweeping it under the rug, even after they know, oh, he did what? No, he didn't. And it's still going on in that house. Therefore, in some women's eyes, it's perceived as okay. Like this is the standard. This is generational. And this is something that we were taught. We tapped on this last night, but this is a part of, or this morning, y'all were talking about the generations this morning. And this is something that is equipped in women, you know, and you don't necessarily know, but you done passed it down. Oh, it's okay. How old? Oh, it's just 4 years. And that 4 years turning to 8 and it's 10. Oh, it ain't that bad. It's just a decade. It ain't that bad. So yes, I can say I believe it.
I believe it too.
And there's multiple lanes of why.
She was a minor. What the? Bro,
Now,
are you listening to yourself?
when we put,
Are
are
you
you talking about women in general or the women that were in the house? And okay. The way he look around is, yeah,
That don't make it right.
yeah.
Do you not realize that some people's brains aren't fully developed? They don't mature till they're like 25. So if you are a grown, no, I'm not pausing because yes.
Or were they acting on their own understanding?
But
I feel like it can be both though. Because I feel like you're acting on your own understanding, but piggybacking on what Zadora is trying to yell from over here. We about to take her mic. She keep yelling. But now I don't like how he asked a question. He don't let me answer it. Now wait a goddamn minute. This the women's round table any goddamn way. You ain't gonna keep cutting me off. I'm hosting this motherfucker. You can't cut me off. I'm the host, nigga. What? I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm sorry. Ask
Turn the sash down, baby. Turn the sash down.
Okay,
Don't look at me. I gotta live with him.
Fire is coming out.
Get your boy.
I gotta live with him.
17-year-old girl. Legally, that's wrong. Okay?
Morally,
We know
too.
what happens. We know this is a part of what them young
Yeah.
girls like.
What?
It's the taboo. There's a lot of it going on, Zadora.
I
We're
know
not
it's
talking about your box. We're talking about the full.
no, I'm just because, but it's like you have to. If we're gonna start there, we're gonna have this. Okay, why are these girls hypersexual? Most girls who are hypersexual are victims. No,
we're
if
not
you-
doing that.
No, but we're not
We're not
doing
doing
this.
that.
How we gonna sit here and try to blame young girls for getting taken advantage of?
Here's the thing. He's trying to ask a different perspective on this. And we understand your perspective. So why don't you pause right quick? Because we understand how you feel. So just take a breather right quick.
Using the fact, if young girls are into older men, period, whether it's college, whether it's high school, whether it's I'm 25 and I graduated from college and I'm working and I want to date the bosses at my job, whatever dynamic you choose at whatever level in life, we can accept as men that women like older men.
I'm gonna answer that for
Wait,
you.
I ain't done yet.
Oh.
Now, when
What's the
we
I got it.
take
I got it.
into
I told
account R. Kelly and Aaliyah, or we take into account Jay-Z and a Beyonce.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go down that one too.
Mm-hmm.
That was my segment.
That's hold on. But
I always feel like the coin should go both ways.
Yes.
So I always feel
That's-
like that.
and
I'm the
that's-
coin flipper. You trying to be me today. And
before he
I don't know
got
how I
there,
feel.
that's where I was going. I'm sorry. That's
I'm just trying to get an idea from the women, because y'all represent the spectrum. Y'all do represent the spectrum in this room.
I feel like what I
And I've
said
dated an
goes
older
both
man.
ways. It goes for the older
I've
guy
dated an
dating
older
the younger
man.
girl. It goes for the younger girl going for the older. I feel like it goes both ways, and I feel like also a part of it is the taboo of it all. I'm a PK, so every chance I got, I wanted to rebel. You know what I mean? So if I'm not supposed to do this, no, what I want that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, what I want that. Okay, be careful with them little, oh, now this is a challenge. Now this is something, and now I got a thrill because I'm sneaking around and doing, I'm going to get that one. It'll be, I'm doing what I want. It's what I want. It's my preference. So it's so many ways to look at that. Is she a child molester when she does it? So let's talk about auntie, but let's talk about auntie that's going for the when you grow up, he's so fine. What is he, 6? He's gonna be a heartbreaker. I can't wait till you up 8. How many more years? 5 more years. Come see me.
But that's like you talking
That's
about.
Anton
I got you. You ain't gotta be me. I'm being me, nigga. That's what I'm telling you. You ain't gotta be
But like Kay said, it's the indoctrination. It's the indoctrination, and it's the thought, and it's indoctrination. It's the thought. It's people. It's old school. People are saying like it's all. Black people need to do some healing and get away from that old school stuff, because back in the day, soon as a girl got their cycle, they trying to marry them off so they can get them out the house because they can't afford them. We don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have been doing it in the beginning.
Deep.
It's indoctrination and old school thinking. Same way as like Kay was saying about sweeping stuff on the rug. Uncle Jimmy been touching everybody in the family for 20 years. You keeping your kids away from Uncle Jimmy. In my house, Uncle
I got
Jimmy
incest on the part of my bloodline.
Yeah, Uncle
From
Jimmy
Uncle
can stay the
damn
fuck away
Jimmy.
from my house.
And they all look the same over there.
Is incest R. Kelly? Is that the same?
He didn't do it to his own children. He didn't do it to his own
No,
people. So no, it's not
incest
incest.
is
Incest involves your own bloodline.
Let me answer that.
Incest
R.
involves
Kelly-
your own.
Wait. To cut you off, R. Kelly was molested.
So
by his
molestation.
sister. He was molested by his own sister.
Yeah.
So when he
Wait, hold on. Now I'm gonna cut you off.
It's taught.
This is the thing of also about where you originally was asking about, are young women be doing, praising this? Are they being manipulated? It's going back to what we talked about this morning in brunch. You're getting taught something or you're learning something. Literally, if we see this, sometimes we think, well, my mama was with the older man, so I know that's what I'm supposed to seek, an older man. Or this. No one is giving these young girls the accountability of boundaries.
Yes.
We are not learning boundaries at a young age.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the problem.
And
that is the problem. We are not learning what boundaries are at a young age. It's not that you literally, it's the same thing. It's still manipulation, because this girl's being manipulated, seeing something she had no business seeing in the first fucking place.
Yes.
And it's going in generations and generations and generations.
Yep.
No one should have ever saw that. We should have never been okay with this shit. But guess what? It's happened. And we can't go back and change it. But we can now that we notice. It's like, so hold on, wait a minute.
And I have another
but
point.
No woman is, I'm sorry, no woman or man, in my opinion, is like, I want to see what that's like. No, we saw somebody doing this before, or someone said, you need to go do this. That's how that worked.
Yeah, and
that's how that worked. No one is just out here preying on folks for the fuck of it. That shit was taught, or they learned that.
No, there's some people out there doing that.
Now you
boxing out like Zadora was doing earlier.
No, I take that back. I take that back because I have been in the situation where I got in some mess.
We speaking French now, right?
I'm being transparent. But because I don't like older men. The man I'm married to now is the oldest man I've ever been with. He's only 3 years older than me. That's saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't like old motherfuckers because they got worms. I don't do it.
But okay. Here's my.
I thought you had something to say, Ebony. I thought you wanted to join in the conversation.
Okay, and here's I don't have nothing, and I have nothing against the young ladies that like older men or younger men. Yeah. But when you are specifically out here looking and searching, you have an agenda, and to me, you need to seek help with that. It's like, why am I doing this? Where does this root
because
from?
I got another point. I got another point to add to that. Because let's just say that it's the 16-year-old girl trying to get the older man. What's stopping the older man from saying no? Just because somebody throws something at you don't mean you're supposed to catch it. You're the adult in this situation. And that is the issue. That is the issue. And even if we say, the young girl is promiscuous, hypersexual, and I gotta fuck. Just because she's acting this way, because I know plenty of male friends who have been in that situation that have removed themselves from that situation. So why are you not removed? It's wrong. Ain't nobody got to sit here and tell you that a 26-year-old man, because you got to look at what the hell does a 26-year-old man have in common with a 16-year-old other than him trying to get her body? They have nothing.
I was going to say, if I see this and this, I'm interested in
what
you got in common. Why is it that you 56 but you only like 20-year-olds? Like, what is it about the 20-year-olds that you can't find in the 56-year-olds?
They want to mold them.
I'm just saying in general. Like, I want to know that. Like,
it's physical.
I feel like y'all don't even listen to the same music.
Yes,
I did because I'm an old soul, but that's few and far between. You know what I'm saying?
It's physical.
Yes,
it's okay. Let's call it what it is.
And mental. They want to be able to manipulate the same way these older women get with these young men and these young men. They're cougars, and then they want to call it. It's not. I don't think that shit is cute. I don't. I'm like, why? Because I have an 18-year-old brother, and if I see some old broad come at my 18-year-old brother, I'm a monkey stop that hoe. Because why are you
them cougars out there
with my little brother?
They want that thing right, they said. And only the young boys, they said they making them different these days.
My thing. I got another point. If you in your 40s and you can only get a 18 or 19-year-old, why don't no 40-year-old women want you? Why don't no women in your age range?
Because they childish.
Because the 40-year-old woman wants the 20 and the 30-year-old man.
I gotta keep the train going, guys. Okay. So since we're talking about men,
because they want the 20 and the 30-year-old man.
Agree or disagree?
Oh shit.
Society treats men as if they are disposable.
Agreed.
Men as in the gender.
Men.
Yeah. Are we saying?
Here we go.
No, I'm
here we go. Oh shit! Let me see I got another one. No, we can't go back down the rabbit hole.
I'm being funny. I'm sorry. Did you see how certain
Daves? Look, the Daves of the world, if you will. Not the Sheilas.
I think they do.
No, but I agree.
I think they do.
Okay.
They do.
I think they do. Because men are not allowed to be soft. Men are not allowed to show their emotions.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Stop crying. Men ain't supposed to cry. Da, da, da. You being a pussy type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's
and then well, what's wrong with you? Why you won't talk to me? Why you
so
won't?
angry?
You
all the
so
time.
angry.
You don't give them the emotional space, and I don't honestly. I don't like to be in a circle of women that don't
Bash
allow
men.
that
Oh
that
my-
bash men or don't allow them. When I hear a woman say, "Why this man crying?" I'm like, so you mean to tell me your partner is crying to you? And you can't be there to support them. What would I look like? My husband lost his mother a year ago. What would I look like telling him, boy, you better suck that shit up? I don't care if you. I was there for him. I was upset that he went through this thing of not showing enough emotion because I'm like, bruh, your mother just died.
So you go cry. Damn, such a
Like, no. What I'm saying, no.
Why are you not crying?
No. Like,
She gone.
not
Ain't
like
coming
that.
back no more.
No,
What you doing?
It was coming out as like in different ways.
Yes,
That
it's
he
like, but if
properly
I was
agree.
going, if I'm gonna be there, I'm like, you don't have to. It's like, but it's indoctrinated.
But
It's indoctrinated that
that's literally what men in general
men go through, and it's like, how would I look like if I'm telling you, you can't cry, you can't be sad, you can't do this? If I feel like this is me personally as a woman, since if a man can cry in front of me, oh, I'm that bitch because I've created that safe space for you. You feel safe enough. One of my really good male friends cried in front of me, and I was like, damn, you really feel like I'm safe? I'm safe. You can let that go in front of me.
Let me tell y'all something.
Why are they laughing?
I am definitely because they over there bonding over this. Every time we say something, they say, "See, let the men bond. Don't worry about it." But it is top notch to be a safe place for men, not even just my husband, but for men.
Yes.
Like I might pull the tears about you and let you boo-hoo. You better let that shit out, bro. Look, I ain't gonna let you go out there with them sniffles now. You better let that cry, nigga. Like I'm gonna tell you, like, look, and then I'm gonna speak life back into you and reaffirm you. And we ain't even gotta have this conversation. I ain't gotta tell a soul. I ain't gotta tell nobody. But you got a safe place to come to K always, and all my niggas, they know that. So it's top notch being able to be that for guys because so many are taught that this is gay, for lack of better words. This is soft. You ain't supposed to. You can't. You ain't. But you can convince Kay and the tears start falling. Come on with it.
Come on.
Kay, just don't know.
Come,
you know, I'm always
into
that,
my
huh?
bosom and just let me hold you. Like,
Michael Bay's "Then Men Cry in the Dark."
That was the best, probably one of the best books I read. That was a really good book.
It was.
That was a really good book.
Safe space thing is a lot of times I need a safe space when you're not ready to be a safe space. You're not emotionally available. And you don't know how to accept that if I take my emotions elsewhere. So now you feel betrayed. A lot of times I feel like women don't understand that you don't necessarily make it welcome for me to express these emotions. Because either the energy you're exuding that you may have been having, it might be easier for me to go to K than it is to go to Danae. You know what I'm saying? And Danae might be my actual blood sister, but it might be easier for me to talk to K because Danae just may not be readily available. So I appreciate that y'all feel that way. But I just want to make it known that you have to be aware that although you think you are that safe space,
I might not feel
you
that
have
way.
the ability to not be that safe space.
that goes back
Now
to
that's
boundaries,
definitely
though.
understood. Like, yeah, you can't. For one, you can't always go to the same person every time. It's just life just doesn't life like that all the time. So he said, "Pour it up, pour it up." Watch it not fall out. But you're not always equipped with the time, the alignment to be able to do that. So that's definitely understood. But what I'm saying is that I cherish being able to be considered a safe place when you can come to me for that. And also when you're in my safe place, I'm going to help you be able to talk to your person about it. All right, now when you go to them, you don't necessarily be honest if you want to tell them that we had this conversation, but that's up to you because I'm a confidant in this moment. So then I become like, it's therapist patient type of thing. You know what I mean? So this is patient doctor privilege type of thing. And I don't feel like you're hiding something from your relationship. I feel like you're getting something off your chest and assessing it so that it can help you bringing it to your relationship so it can be discussed and overcome. And I feel like that is what's needed in that,
Yeah, and I think
respect.
Boundaries. People need to be able to learn how to say, I do, because this me and my friends, I do not have the emotional availability for this today. I know you need me, but I can't give you what you need. I think we should be need to be able to say that.
Now this go back to accountability. What woman gonna tell you I can't give you what you need? They always gonna try.
I've learned that.
I feel like this is the 38 point. Give it to me. No, what's the other?
No, I'm just saying that that's something I practice myself and other people. 68 point. Oh. Why are we doing math? I said, why are we doing math?
Because I was trying to give you that you were in that 30%, that not in the bigger part of the bell curve. You were in the smaller part of the bell curve, but the majority.
But I had to learn that because I had to learn I had to learn that recently because I'm empathic and I draw a lot of people's emotions. I had a week where it seemed like everybody came to me with a problem. And I am like, I can't start charging y'all till January. So like, that's when I graduate with my master's. But I can't start charging you till January. So I had to and I felt like I let myself get over because I was trying to be this space, and these were different people with different problems from different areas. And I think because I study mental health, I get stuck in, okay, I gotta fix them, I gotta help them. When people come to me, and I had to, and then I went on this rampage. But I just started giving everybody tough love. I was like, this is your problem. This is that. I had to gently give everybody tough love. And, I had to say that, okay, I have my own issues going on. My cup is running over and is going over the edge. So I had to say, okay, right now, I had to say this because I say I cannot help you right now. I cannot help. You have to be able to tell, and people need to stop getting offended if they say I cannot help you, because it's like, okay, if you need another person, I'm not going to get mad at my husband for going to talk to one of his female friends about a situation. I'm not going to get mad because it's like, okay, yeah, maybe at one point in my life I would have got mad or upset, like felt like you were talking behind my back. But that's about growth and maturity and accountability and saying, okay, go talk to them about that. Like if I tell him, if you need a different perspective, if you need a different perspective than what I can provide for you, go get it from someone else. You can go talk to somebody else about it. I'm not going to get offended at it because eventually,
You over there getting nervous.
Right.
I want to get
That's why I needed to present it.
Some legs shaking.
I couldn't think on the fly.
I want to get offended.
So to piggyback off of the original question,
I want to get offended.
that immediately made me think about a status I saw someone shared where it was like a chick was like, low key, it really bothered me when dudes be having clean fingernails. They're like, why your hands so soft? Bitch, you want to rub?
I beg your pardon.
What's wrong with y'all?
You ain't put no fingers in me if they not clean. So
what you saying to me is
that's called bacterial vaginosis.
BV, yeast infection. We not. Where you putting? Why? Where you putting
No,
them?
we're not gonna set that precedent. We're not gonna say that dirty men are manly men. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna put that out there.
That's what the stuff.
But
I was like,
it's just a joke at what they call gay now. It's just like, are y'all basic
Before you
hygiene?
She really
change
was.
the subject, let Ebony
really
get her
was.
piece
Go
out.
ahead, Ebony, but that's really what she was.
So I just need to know before I say what I gotta say. Out of all the women in the room, who married and who's single?
Everybody married.
Okay, so I'm single. Okay,
Long-term relationship.
I'm not married, but
Long-term relationship.
we live.
oh,
Yeah.
cool. So I'm single. Single people, us women, we know that when it comes to being a man being disposable, we talking about finances, we talking about sex, and we talking about his preferences, what he will and won't take in a relationship. Those are the main things. Those are the main three things that we start assessing when we trying to figure out if we're gonna be together. If you ain't got no money, I don't want to be with you. If you can't sex me good, I don't want to be with you. If you want free women and I want to be monogamous, I don't want to be with you. So how many men do y'all know? We ain't even talking about the men y'all with. The men that y'all know. How many fit in any one of those three categories?
I can't speak on number 2 because my husband's the only person
So
I've ever been
older.
I've ever been with. Okay,
I'm older, so you may be able to find a man in my age range. I'm a little bit older. You know, men a little bit older, they don't have is yeah.
They older men.
Okay.
they don't got what?
Yeah.
They don't have what?
They don't have let's see
That
what
thing
how
swinging.
They need the blue pill.
Ah,
The blue
no,
chew.
no, I'm not gonna no, I don't want to say that, but
she
they
said
don't-
they have worms.
no, I didn't say that.
And they have worms.
No.
Just say it.
I'm just gonna say men around my age, they're pretty much looking to settle down. Pretty much. They're looking to settle down. So they're kind of not playing games,
Some of
They
them.
won't they don't want to what is the quote? Die alone. They don't want to die alone. So
they're literally settling
yeah.
for what they can get because they want to settle
Is
down.
that
Some
good?
folks-
And that's not a bad we saying settling, it's not a bad thing.
Okay,
That's not a
you-
bad thing.
It depends on when it comes to settling.
We're saying settling. That's not settling. It's not a bad. I don't want to say settling as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You just.
Maybe okay.
It's how
Maybe
you interpret
settling.
it.
Is
It's like the game Tetris. Y'all ever played Tetris?
I
You
love
just
Tetris.
okay.
it's Tetris.
Okay, I'm
at
gonna
this
raise a
point.
point. Maybe instead of saying settling, maybe let's say they're willing to compromise on things that they wouldn't have necessarily compromised on. Maybe that's a better way to say it.
Right. I
That's-
don't want to say settling.
Yes, because like let's just say maybe they were like in their 20s or 30s, they were like, I would never date nobody with children. But now in their 40s, they're like, okay, I'm open to dating somebody with children.
Correct. It's Tetris.
It's the perception.
Yes, maybe it's
settle means to settle and to sex,
Right.
like as in
I
foundation.
feel compromise.
But
is
it
the best.
also means to not want anything better.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
take this because
To
you
take
Yeah,
that.
I think
it's
if we
the
say
perception of
I think
would
if we
say
say
in my life,
compromise, they're
settling
willing
is a
to.
bad
I feel like that's a better way to say that.
I prefer not to use settling.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say settling. Say that
Right.
willing to compromise on things that they
they're willing to go. Okay, I'm ready to.
like.
Right.
find this life.
It's not the right word. I think women
No.
like this word. No, the word's not compromise.
What
Oh
is it?
shit.
Men are willing to get what they need versus what they
They want.
Well, that's their problem
and,
because
and men are willing to say, you know
Oh
what?
shit.
This is what I need. Happy with this. Let me cultivate within what I need. And it may be what I want at the same time, but I'm getting what I need.
Do they though?
Essentially what we're saying,
Are we sure?
you guys' definition of settle and our definition of settle are two different settles.
It is.
So y'all's
It is.
conversation with settle is more of a negative sense.
It is.
I'm gonna accept lower.
It is.
Because I couldn't find higher.
That's true.
Our sense of settling is, you know what, I'm obsessed with what matters most to me.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be this when I was younger, no.
Settle, like the foundation.
Sure,
See?
it's this.
I said that.
Yeah, she did.
I'm
She's,
settled.
I said the different definitions of
Yeah.
It's this.
I don't think it's. I've never saw settle as a bad thing though. I've never saw it.
To me, growing up though, the word.
But you know when
settle-
people say
That's why I made a point to
Yeah.
say that it depends on the perception. That's what I've been preaching all night, huh? It
Yeah.
depends on the perception of how you take the word.
I never.
But settling down, I'd be like,
Yeah, when you hear now, that's when you hear settle down.
because
To settle
that
down.
term came from like, way back when, I'm going to settle down with old Mary Jo. I was going after Helen, but Helen ain't want no parts to do with me. So Mary Jo going to have to do. And it wasn't settle fucking down. Like you settled for her. And you made it seem like she was less of a woman. But that I'm saying this is the term. This is the slang phrase term. This is where it derived from. That settling down shit. Settled I want to, yeah, I settle down, well, when I tried to use it in a different word, I said settle like foundation. Yeah.
They trying to make it so in depth more than what.
But I gave the A and B definition.
Than what they trying to make it, because in reality, when you hear the word settle, it's like for men, it's like, okay, I'm ready to go put down my So your Royal Oaks is I think that's the way the word, like you stop doing it.
He's saying it's the opposite of that.
Disagree.
Yeah.
We're literally saying settle down for us means I'm starting my building. Like a settler goes and searches the earth for this grand idea of this beautiful
Settle
place.
actually come from
Majority of people down on that path. They find this one spot. Is there water nearby? Can I hunt game? Can I provide food for my family? Good. I'm settling here. It doesn't mean that I'm comparing this area to that. It doesn't make this lower than that. It's just that
that's over, and this is where we're starting from now.
I feel like we're both. I feel like everybody is like. I feel like y'all have two different definitions, and I feel like something is getting misconstrued. No, because I get what you're saying, but also it's like what the thing is when words have different meanings. I think that it's just
which it does. That's why I said what I said.
Yeah, the term settle, like Kay just broke it down. Yeah, it's just settling can be good. So it depends on the interpretation of it. And I think what you're saying, sir, is one thing. And it's like, but a lot of people will say when somebody settled for somebody, it's like it's the way you say it. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but it's also like Kay was breaking it down. It's different definitions and it's different meanings. So it depends on how you take it.
You can't shake your head at me because I've heard the settled down term more negative than I have heard from a man's mouth in the context in which they said it in. And so that leads me to believe that, and when you say that, oh, I was going for this woman, but I settled for this one, I feel like that's what you mean. And I've heard that more, but I do understand because I'm a lover of words once again. That's why I gave the different. It depends on your perception. I can understand your point of view, and I respect your point of view because that's also how my husband thinks of it. Because we've had this conversation. I'm like, nigga, you better stop telling niggas you settle down. I'm a motherfucker. You didn't settle for this. But he like, nah, like this is where I want it to be. This is what I wanted to do. Like I wanted this, and that's why I used foundation. Like it's settling. Really settle come, when the dirt shifts, when the dirt rolls and it finds its next resting place, it settles down, it becomes a part of that. So that's the foundation right there. That's a part of that establishment. That's why I defined it like that earlier to coincide with your point of view, because I knew you was on Marcus train. That's the same thing that you was doing, but I respect the way that you put it into your own perspective. But I do honestly feel like we were saying and in that aspect, but not in the settle down. But that's how it's been brought to me. So as always, advocate, I'm gonna give it to you every which way. You know what I mean? So it's been. I understand that you never hearing it. Another woman here, never hearing it being negative. You already heard, oh, I'm settling down with my baby. This us. We doing this thing. Like she never heard it negative. So I can respect every aspect. I was just saying there's different aspects to the word. So we have to kind of respect everybody's perception and how they see it. And I'm always trying to get everybody to understand everything. Okay. Spin it around. Look at it this way. Spin around again. Look at it here. So
like, this is it. My little type thing.
Well, I want to add
that, and I've heard that way more than anything else. Here we go. This the one, I guess.
There may be a variation from 20 years old to 40 years
Absolutely.
Yeah.
old.
And where you are in the region.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But for a man, pretty much means the same thing.
I disagree because I've heard that.
I am gonna build something.
I disagree because I've heard the alternate meaning from men only. In the context, I settled down on this. What's the name? It don't matter because if you were raised by that same 40-year-old and you 20-year-old, it's the same shit that they passed down to them. When they say it, they're going to mean it this way too. So you can't say that. We talked about this earlier. We talked about the influence earlier. If I tell you 50 and that's how you reference the police, but I come and I say 12, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's what you learn from your region. So I'm also including how we get here. How do we get here?
Let's look at reality. Most men got options when it comes to.
Do they though?
Most do not, but go ahead. Most think they do.
They don't.
And that's what it's settling. This other settling down. Look, that's what this other settling down connotation. I know.
Now you trying to shake the room, goddamn.
He really trying to shake the room.
You just shaking the table. You trying
Okay.
No man said, let me settle down because it's the best I can do. Unless
In this room.
In this room. Okay.
But you can't speak for rooms that you ain't stepped foot in. You generalize, you in that same box.
Do you feel like your man said, hey, it's the best I can do?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Now,
Because he knew it wasn't going to get no fucking better.
Hey. Hey,
What?
I wish you ain't
Hey, and he said the shit to my face. So what?
Hey, hold me on. Hey, better hit the A, you know what I mean?
No, the nigga knew he wasn't going to do no better than K. Okay. I mean, you know, as long as you recognize.
Right now.
Go and get you a sugar daddy. Go and get you over some money.
I can't say it about that situation, but I can apply it to the other situations that I have talked just like this, and we've had this conversation with a man. Oh, I settled down with this one. Look, I told you I'm a safe place now. I told you I'm a safe place now. I have talked to men. This is multiple.
Wait, you have not talked to a man that settled down with you.
No.
Other than the man that settled down with you.
Correct.
So if another man say, hey, man, you got a lucky man. What is that man saying to you? He is building something with you. He did right settling down with Kay.
He need to come tomorrow.
Nah, but we gonna
I understand what you're saying, black man. I need you. I need you to know
safe
this.
word at the round table. Okay,
I understand everything that you're saying. I understand your point of view, but it don't mean nothing to me like that. Because my perception of it is this. You know? Okay, so I've got one more question, guys, because we've been on here, you know. All right, y'all ready? Oh, maybe I should do that.
Found a nice one.
That one was going, yeah.
Shit, I ain't got shit going on with her.
Ooh. I'm gonna do this.
I'm ready to go.
What you said?
What do you need right now? What do I need? What do you need right now? A nap.
A nap.
But what do you really need? Like, what do you need for you? In order for you to be your best version in this season, right? What do you need? One thing. It don't have to be nothing, you know. What do you need? Support. Support. Amen. Come with it. What you need? What you need, goddess? We at you though. We going around the damn room. We all have been drinking. We got here this afternoon. We've been drinking all afternoon, ma'am. What's your word?
What's my word? It's a two-word answer.
Okay.
Well, three. A clear mind.
Okay. Look, you ain't have to count out the words. I was just saying one thing. Like, so, yeah, I'm here for that clarity. Come on, man. Yeah.
Ooh, what do I need?
What do I need?
I need a lot. No, I want a lot, but I need specific things. I need my boundaries to stay fulfilled. I need people to respect me versus be loyal to me. I need, because you can be a loyal person, but that don't mean you respect what's going on.
I know, but I was
need-
going to ask you if is that going to alter you whether they respect you or not?
No,
Because that's a them thing, not a you thing, right?
but for me,
So how you going?
yeah,
how you going?
I get it, but at the same time, but if you're gonna deal with me, you gonna respect me. That's a non-negotiable.
Okay, so what or what?
Bye.
But what if it's in passing? Like I feel like that's a them thing.
What you say, in passing?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Like I feel like that's on them.
Well, yeah, I get. Okay, let me rewind that. Because,
What do you need for you? Like,
yeah, what I need for me.
that's them doing something. What do you need?
Got you. Because I really don't need it. I need it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because
'Cause
you was gonna persevere whether they
know me,
respected
I
your
don't
ass or not.
You
You was
right,
gonna
'cause-
talk shit and keep going.
You're right, because I don't give a fuck if it's like I'm gonna be this.
You don't need them. They
regardless.
stepping stools anyway, baby.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But other than that, my main thing is really my boundaries to be fulfilled. I'm in the year of if you are not respecting my what I need, because these are the things that I need, then I can't because that is an issue I think a lot of us go through, and we don't. Some of us don't realize it until that thing where it's like, oh my God, I've been allowing this to go on for so long, and it's at a too late point. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm recognizing I need my boundaries for not even just with certain, it's even with family.
Absolutely.
Even with
especially with family.
Mostly with family. Like, if it's not good for my mental, I'm going to sit this out. Even if I have to distance myself family wise or not. Because at the end of the day, even with me being married, at the end of the day, I still got me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna always have me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure Janae L. Buck is good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Buck.
You know
come on, Miss Buck.
You know what I'm saying? That's what matters. My biggest thing is what I always need is my boundaries to be fulfilled.
Absolutely. What you got, Dora?
I think the space and opportunity to follow my passions.
Okay.
I think that is what I really need right now, because I feel like I'm not following, because I feel like I'm not following what I need. I'm following, I'm going to say this. I'm not following what I want. I'm following what I need, because there are so many things where, like, when you have a family, you can't jump and take those opportunities. You can't say, you know what, I don't like this job, I'm going to leave it, because you have to think about other people. So I think having that space and opportunity to explore and follow my passions, that's what I need right now.
Oh, that's relatable.
What you got, T?
I'm gonna have to agree. Time. I think I need more time. I don't have enough time in the day. I work from 8 to 5. By the time I get off, I'm mentally exhausted from the day. So I don't have time to work on what it is I really want to do, because I'm mentally exhausted from that 8-hour day. Mm-hmm. By the time I am ready, it's 10, 11:30, and it's like I have to go to bed so I can get up in the morning. And then, the weekends, I just want to lay around and, but I think I need more time. And that's it.
What do you need, ma'am?
I was going to ask Ashley. Just, they can hear you. They've been hearing you all goddamn night. Now they can't hear you.
I think I need two things.
Okay.
I need to be more brave. And I need to be relinquished from guilt.
It's a good one.
I felt that.
That's deep. Yeah, you saw. I tilted my heel back. Look, I'll talk to you in a minute when we cut the live off, because I got something for you. But yeah, absolutely. I was gonna go to Ebony before I went to myself.
I'm ready now. So what I need is for everybody to go to nationalspokenwordawards.com and vote for me because voting
Shameless.
ends on July 31st, and I need these votes. And if you feeling still generous, you know what I'm saying? Also go and look up my cash app, you know what I'm saying, and slide me a little something in that thing because I also need to know what they paying for this plane ticket and you know what I'm saying, and this hotel fare and stuff. So you know, if you do that for a sister, you know, then God is still in the saving business. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and help Jesus, Lil Monte, Jackson.
So what you need that you can do for you?
That's what I need to do.
No, I said that you can do for you.
That I can do for me.
Yes. What do you need to do for you? You to do for you.
She said I need to sit down.
Mhm. I'm still looking. Something that you can do for you. Yeah.
What I can do for me? I can give myself grace.
Yeah. That's good. That's real good.
That's
always
that's
always
that's
good.
something all of us can always
That's always good.
need.
Yeah.
You can't go looking for
I
somewhere else.
didn't want to. I was trying to give you
I know.
2 minutes.
Nope. Nope. I'm very patient.
Oh, you want me to go deep?
Nope.
I was gonna say
She wants the website.
What's the website again? Oh, nationalspokenwordawards.com. I'm going for 3 nominated for 3 different categories for best spoken word female, best erotic, and also rising star. I put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta click it when I put it in there.
Crazy as hell.
Okay.
She said, "All right." Well, guys, I need to be more gentle with myself, but to also continue to live in my worth because these niggas better recognize I ain't just get here and bitch, I ain't doing this shit for nothing. So there's both that. And in case I wanted to jump on the Ebony train, y'all go ahead and follow me at K Marie Poetess because I got offered that 30K too, and I want that shit. So there's that. I need some not only follows, I need some engagement, like some shit, say something, I'll say something back or whatever. I like to talk, as you see. I like GIFs. GIFs is my shit. That Wayne, woo, that's my shit. That's my anyway. Did y'all have a good time tonight? Yeah. Y'all gonna want to do something like that again? You know what I'm saying? Make sure if y'all want to hear something else for another women's roundtable, like I told y'all, I was trying to do like a sister circle. If there's something that y'all wanted to talk about, like I'm big on healing or whatever. I'm a spiritual advisor, all that jazz. So if you want to delve into that, then put it in the chat. Let us know at Please Say the LLC on Instagram, at the 2020 Podcast LLC. Please Say the LLC on Facebook. Also, Please Say the LLC on YouTube because that's where the fuck you watching right now. But we're gonna share the link so you're gonna be able to watch from wherever. We thank you for joining in. Make sure that you join us tomorrow at I'm gonna do it. Make sure that you join us tomorrow. And sorry, I'll be looking at the video. Y'all can't talk to me while I'm talking because I'm gonna stop and let them niggas know he talking to me. Tomorrow at 12:30 is going to be the men's roundtable. So the men's version of this, I'm gonna make sure my black ass here because I'm gonna be sitting over there drinking my goddamn cup, asking you questions with my feet folded. What? Advocate across my chest. What? So there's that. It's gonna be a great time. They got some people like Mr. Rocker from On the Rock podcast coming through. We got the South got something to say. They coming through. Buck gonna be out here. He gonna be out here for that. He gonna be out here for Safe Word. Along with Miss Mystique over here. So make sure that you join in for that at 6:00. Right here, same bat time, same bat place. Please go in the line and say your handles so that people can follow you if they want to know what's up. Tell them what's up. Your handles. Socials or send them by whatever.
So I'm Tracy Tart. So you can follow me on Instagram at TTRACYTARTT. That's my Instagram. Follow me. Me and Rich Crumbs here. We're foodies. We go out, we eat, we critique food, restaurants all the time. Follow us. Yeah.
We like that.
Oh yes, you can follow me at She Writes Black on anything. She Writes Black on Instagram. She Writes Black on TikTok. She Writes Black on Twitter, and also I'll do say, but yeah, She Writes Black. she underscore writes underscore black.
Oh jeez. I already gave y'all my government name, and I said earlier I wasn't gonna do that.
It's different people and the same people.
Is it? So to follow.
Oh my goodness.
I'm all right. I'm just, just be myself. You can follow me on IG and Threads at Ms. Pretty 88. That's MIZZ Pretty 88 on Threads and IG. You can also find the rebranding of Team Your Fault on IG and the cult of Ticker. I have finally joined that. Pray for me. Also, I am the other half of the Midnight Snack with D and D. You'll see the other D tomorrow in the men's roundtable with the South Guy Something to Say and the Safe Word. Safe Word. Yeah. That's all of that jazz.
I mean,
All right, her husband
That's
over there.
tomorrow.
Okay. So hey guys, again, my name is Kirsten, and you guys can follow me at Key So Crafty on Instagram and TikTok. That's Key KIES _ So Crafty. Okay.
Well, I'm not an entrepreneur, so you can follow me on Instagram at TK251 is my handle. So I follow back.
She follow back now. Double D, double S.
I'm your ED. So hi everybody, my name is Ebony the Goddess. I'm from Moss Point, Mississippi. I'm also
Are you on a pageant?
It was definitely a pageant.
Moss Point, Mississippi, USA.
And I'm running hard.
That's what it gave me. I told y'all, y'all give me this liquor. Jesus, y'all know that.
She gave that liquor to herself.
You can follow me on all platforms. It's Ebony the Goddess. It's EBONYTHA, not TH, because it's disrespectful. GODDESS, in case you can't spell it. But yes, anything dealing with spoken word, anything dealing with just my personality. Because I like to talk. I like people that like to talk for me. So if you like me to talk, I'm gonna talk for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk heavy too. But yes, thank you so much for having me, and it's been lovely. I got cups.
Oh Lord, she said she got cups. Well, y'all know. Y'all can please vote for that child so she don't come back on here yelling. My link tree is it's me, K Marie, and you can find all of my handles on there, but I'm gonna give them to you anyway. At K Marie Poet is on Instagram or Facebook. At K Marie Photography Fan, in case you wanna you want some pictures or whatever. You know what I mean? Halo City, wing, wing, wing. Halo City on Facebook and Wings and Halos on Instagram. And my TikTok is it's me, K Marie. Also make sure that you have followed once again. Please say the LLC on YouTube. Please say the LLC on Instagram and the 2020 Podcast LLC.
Please say the LLC.
God damn it, I love to hear it every single time. All right, so we love y'all. We out. We gonna see y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all gonna see them tomorrow? Yeah, we out this thing. Y'all went wild on that track. We ain't talking about nothing with a T no more. We can't even say Tracy no more. We can't talk about nothing. Y'all showed out tonight, but we showed.